There we go. All right, starting up. Says the silence your phone button. Okay, welcome in, guys. So today is kind of our trial run for Modern. So we'll see how it goes. We're gonna do. Oh, I love how I put 4 rounds on this. We're gonna do 3 rounds today. We're just gonna stream 3 of the rounds. It's gonna be our trial run. If we feel like it goes well, then we'll do 4 next week. You know, the works. Okay, so Tim versus Connor.
Yes, that's Tim too, right?
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah, so I have no idea what Connor's on, but we know Tim's on.
The Jeskai control.
Uh-huh.
How do you? I don't even know. How
yeah,
to spell.
AI. There you go. That, and then.
Not sure what anybody else is on. This is our first time doing Modern, so we don't know people's.
I think Stockton's on JUN. Yeah. Okay. There you go.
We know a couple people. I
think Tim forgetting a sideboard card.
He didn't even put it in. That's hilarious. All right. We've got our GP Las Vegas mat.
That's a nice mat. I'd like
really
to see
is.
one of the foil ones in person.
I don't think anybody from our store brought one back,
I'm surprised,
which is kind of funny.
I thought Brian bought one.
I thought, oh, maybe he did. Yeah, who knows?
Alrighty. Oh, Tim's gonna just shuffle forever.
That's what I would do.
Wish we knew what Connor was on. I've seen him play at our store quite a lot. I just don't know what he's particularly on. If I had to guess, my guess would be something with Lingering Souls.
He just seems like a Lingering Souls type of guy.
Yeah. Oh, it's Sacred. Tim just flipped to Sacred Foundry. So if your opponent flips to Sacred Foundry, I probably would have my opponent on like Burn if you flip to Sacred Foundry. Yeah, Tim shuffles. Looks like he's cheating.
It does. Everybody says that to him too, and he never switches how he shuffles. He used to shuffle with them outwards towards his opponent, and I was like, dude, you can't do that. Like, don't do that. You're telling your opponent what you're playing, and so now he does it inwards, and I'm like, dang it, pull it closer to your body. Like,
yeah,
he's like out like this.
Just don't look.
He's probably going like this right now.
Yeah, stop shuffling and just play. This is like the most aggravating thing. You know, this is
all right. 6 minutes.
6 minutes in.
6 minutes into the round.
Still shuffling. It could have been like a lot of serum visions or something. Whatever this format entails.
I will have you berate him after.
We should have like a disclaimer that we don't ever stream Modern, so I don't really know what's going to be happening. Okay, here we go. Let's see if we can figure out what Connor's on pretty quickly here. Maybe something's... Again, everything is going to be spicy to me because it's Modern. Because I'm just going to be like, ooh.
We don't usually stream Modern, so
okay.
This will definitely be interesting for us.
Oh, is this
Amulet of Vigor?
It's a deck. It's Primeval Titan Amulet of Vigor. Okay.
Yeah. Bloom Titan. Titan without
Bloom. Bloomless Titan. I think it's called Bloomless Titan if I'm not mistaken.
Hold on, I feel like our mic's like really high up.
Is it?
Let me check.
Make sure you see.
No, it's really not. Yeah, how's it going, guys? Look at this. Look at this. We've at least got a couple people who watch our Legacy streams jumping in here for Modern. That's good. That's good. People in this stream are going to be paying 2 life to have their lands come into play tapped. I know that's kind of strange.
Yeah.
But that's what they're going to be doing.
So it's okay. So the weird part about this is the whole like tap land interaction with like. It's a really interesting deck. Oh, he's gonna. If Tim lets this resolve, we're gonna see a lot of lands. Wow. Okay, that's a lot of value for that card.
No, loose Val. We do Legacy on Tuesdays and Fridays. Tuesdays and Fridays, and then we've got Modern.
So yeah, but he's on Primeval Titan, or he's on or you gotta type it in.
Oh yeah, is it Bloom Titan? Is that what we're gonna call it?
Or just put up Amulet Titan. Amulet. I don't know. They don't know it. The modern people who come watch will know.
Here, let's see what other people call it.
I think they call it Bloomless Titan. I don't know. I don't even know if it's that high of a percentage.
Yeah, it might not be.
Let's see here. Modern. Scroll down. More decks. Keep going.
Titan shit. Oh no, that's not it.
Keep going. Amulet Titan. Oh, look at me. There you go.
Look who says they're not knowledgeable about this format.
I think did he kill the Sousa? Because that was
he lightning bolted it.
Okay, that's a pretty good card in this matchup because lands are basically resources to Connor. So him just running out. Legacy nights Tuesdays and then Fridays. Thursdays is usually when we never stream, but we're just kind of having fun.
No, Sadat New Thursday has never been Legacy. Always Tuesday and Friday. They're all running together.
Don't we have a big Modern tournament coming up that we're streaming?
Saturday.
Oh, is it this?
I don't know if we're streaming it, but we have a Modern 2K.
Oh, okay.
So
maybe we're practicing for that. Huh? This deck runs Gideon? I didn't see that coming.
Me neither.
Yeah, Tim's got the tension sphere for Gideon, right?
I would hope so for his sake. Like,
well, I guess not really, because if the minute he animates the Gideon, it's gonna get Path Exiled, right? So it's not like it was. If it was Gideon ally of Zendikar, it'd probably be more threatening because you're just making tokens. There's a Mana Dork. God, that's a weird set of cards.
This really is a strange deck. Like you get all the bounce lands, but you also have like Vesuva to copy them, and then obviously you're just getting tons and tons of mana off of Amulet.
Doesn't this deck need the Bloom card?
Bloom got banned. It did. It's just kind of silly, but apparently that card pushed it over the edge.
It just seems like there's a lot of moving parts. Yeah, there's a path. That's the minute he's going to animate that. You know.
Yeah, I'd assume there's no basic.
Interesting. You know?
There's no basic forest to get.
Yeah, I don't really know.
Really, is this deck really like dominantly white and blue? He's got a plains and he has a.
No, he's Swords to Plowshare. That guy basically with no life loss.
Yeah, seriously, that was really good. It's a Wall of Omens.
Yeah, I don't really.
Maybe this is more like a brew.
Maybe.
Or maybe
what
this
is that card? I don't know what that is.
Well, Tim's reading it. Do you want to go check it?
No.
Oh, that's Hive Mind.
You want to get Hive Mind?
So he just played a tutor spell.
Is this? This isn't Amulet Titan.
No, Amulet Titan runs Hive Mind.
Oh my god!
Because it runs with Slaughter Pact, or not Slaughter Pact. The Green Pact and the Blue Pact.
What?
Yeah, Pact of Negation and whatever the green one is.
All right. She's got another Wall of Omens. I kind of think this. Well, no, because Tim's gonna go a lot. And Tim's got an Iskanta, so he can start finding counter magic. I feel like this match is going to come down to Tim playing a Snapcaster Mage, a Calling, and just countering stuff till the sun comes home.
Well, he's only got a couple cards left in his library.
He's playing Teferi.
Yeah, this is Teferi.
Yeah. This advantage should push Tim ahead enough, I think. Right? I mean, it keeps Mana Leak mana up. So Hive Mind's in his hand. Does he just cast Hive Mind like normal, like hard cast? Just run that bad boy out there.
Well, it depends what he has, right? Because it does kind of protect Connor. Yeah. So if he casts Hive Mind and then he wants to cast something else important, like Tim's counter spells now do nothing, right? Because Tim will cast it, then he gets a copy, just counters it back.
Huh. Tim's just kind of on the verge of just getting too much cards, though. Like, between the Teferi and this Canta flipping, like something's got to happen, and something's got to happen quickly.
Yeah.
Because there's a white card in his hand. I have no idea.
What's the white pact? I don't actually know.
It's got to do something with Hive Mind. Oh, just go. You're right. You got it up, the deck. Go to the Goldfish. Get it up right now. Just go click it. Click the deck.
It doesn't have a white pact in it. It just has Pact of Negation and Summoner's Pact.
Does it have Hive Mind?
I think in the sideboard usually.
I don't see a Hive Mind.
Yeah, I don't see it in this version.
Well, he just cast Hive Mind.
Okay.
And there's the negate. Okay.
Yeah, it seems like a good thing to negate.
Well, yeah.
I think he has the white pact in his hand. I think that's what it is.
I don't know what the white pact is. I just know he countered a Hive Mind, which is pretty important. And now, so he's got 2 cards to Tim's. Pretty much going to be almost. What does it do?
Intervention Pact. The next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage, you gain life equal to the damage prevented this way. At the beginning of your next upkeep, pay 1 and 2 white. If you don't, you lose the game. Well, Tim can actually pay 2 white, can't he? Or maybe he doesn't. Maybe he doesn't have a second white source right now.
Why would Tim cast that?
Well, off the Hive Mind.
Oh. Oh, so you Hive Mind and you... Oh.
Yeah. It's like a 2-card combo that, like, once you cast it, you just Summoner's Pact.
Combo with, like, a 10-mana card. That's a little...
Yeah, 6-mana card. Well, this deck can hit 6 mana on, like, turn 3.
Well, so now he's got White Pact and he's got Wall of Omens. So now he needs another Hive Mind. Does he have any... Is there any way this deck can, like, get back Hive Mind?
No, he probably has more in his deck, and honestly, it's not just Hive Mind. Like, that's usually like the alternate win con is Hive Mind. Like, he probably still wants to just win with Primeval Titan.
Doing what?
Going and getting lands and then hitting hard.
It's gonna be hard to hit hard with Tim having a Path Exile hand now.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything he can do. I really don't. I mean, Tim's got pretty much. He's basically drawing 3 cards a turn.
Yep. Yeah, he's firmly in the driver's seat at the moment.
That's funny. Yeah, Tim would be able to pay for it. He's got no, he doesn't. He doesn't have 2 white. I thought I saw a Hallowed Fountain somewhere.
No, he's got a mountain and he's got a steam vents, I believe.
Yeah, that'd be great to see Tim lose to a pact.
A pact?
Can you just cast it, or what if you don't have like a way to cast it? Look, it's the white pack you can. The blue pack you gotta count or something. Yeah, this is just gonna be pretty gross. Yeah, there's Jace.
Teferi and Jace are gonna team up. Take over the multiverse.
He's gonna Teferi loop him pretty soon here too, right?
Yeah. I can't remember the exact ultimate. Oh, whoops.
Strafe. Did you mean strafe? Did you mean fervor?
No. I meant Teferi. Hero of Dominaria. Yeah, so minus 8.
So he wants to get to 9, right? Because 9 you can start looping?
Yeah, pretty much. And then you just draw a card each turn and exile a permanent each turn. Once you get rid of the amulet in like a land or 2, the game should end. Or you just brainstorm with Jace.
Oh.
That seems good. That seems real good.
Yeah. It does seem really good. Brainstorm with Jace and exile 3 permanents.
Yep, and Tim's already in a position of power, it seems. He's just going to uptick.
Yeah, I think he just +2 and ult Teferi 2 turns from now and just start brainstorming. They just hit the lands. I don't know. I'm surprised we haven't seen like.
Yeah, you probably do hit the lands first.
Tim's mana is kind of weird.
It really is. He can't Supreme Verdict with it with all the lands he has right now.
You can, yeah. Supreme Verdict wouldn't be bad just to clear the board, just so you can just start blowing up lands and not have to worry about the birds.
Yep. Here's another activation of his Kanta.
Yeah, I don't. This is pretty. Yeah, Supreme Verdict.
Oh, he does have a Scalding Torrent, so he should be able to find a white source.
Yeah.
We haven't actually seen a Summoner's Pact or a Primeval Titan out of Connor, but from the style of his deck, the fact that you're writing Amulet just makes me think that it has to be in there somewhere.
Oh, I'm sure it is.
Yeah. Alright, next turn's the fun turn for Tim.
When he bottomed, probably Primeval Titan. Or a Summoner's Pact.
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, the thing is, like, all of the Summoner's Pacts he can pay for now.
No, not Summoner's Pact. Pact of Negation, he can.
No, he's got the 2 Simic Chambers.
Oh, you're talking about Connor, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why I was thinking Tim. I'm like, yeah, that card's not in play.
Tim's gonna go and get a Hall Fountain because he can't get a Plains.
Maybe he forgot to put it in the deck.
Who knows what's really even going on here? Because I don't. This is a weird board state. 2 Wall Omens, 2 Birds of Paradise.
He doesn't have one? He failed to find.
Oh my gosh.
He doesn't have a single Hollow Fountain? Well, it's got to be in his hand then.
What?
Do you think he just has like 1 Hollow Fountain in his deck? Or 2, and maybe they're just both in his hand? And he just forgot?
Gosh. We just watched the guy fetch for nothing.
Yeah, there it is. Okay.
Unbelievable. Supreme Verdict, here we go.
Alright, bunch of creatures off the board. Next turn, it's going to be a lot of lands.
This is a blind draw for Connor. Tim put the last card to bottom, so potentially, I guess we could. Not really sure what we could see, to be honest. It's a shame you gotta lose a Teferi, but I think you just want to exile 3 cards right away and the emblem stays anyways.
I just emblem now. I don't really. I mean, yeah, I'm not really sure what he's considering. Like, you're gonna go one way or the other, right?
Yeah. Tim just casually moving his dice to 9. Okay.
So is he just gonna move his dice to 9 and then not draw a card? Is that what we're doing right now?
I think maybe they forgot. I don't know. He's got like 2 gemstone mines. What is that? What is that card?
I have no idea.
What is that card?
Oh, this is the red pact. He makes a 4/4 Titan. Oh my goodness.
Really? That's what it does?
Yeah, it's really bad. And he has to pay like 5 on the upkeep to get the 4/4 Titan.
What? Don't even counter it. Bounce it.
Yeah. Pact of the Titan. Put a 4/4 giant creature token into play at the beginning of your next upkeep. Pay 5.
I don't get why you would play that card.
Well, he just lost the game doing that, right? Because now Tim just gets to ult to Fairy and then brainstorm with Jace and kill any red source, and then the game ends.
Yeah. It probably doesn't matter though. Like trying to stay dry in a hurricane. I mean, probably, you know.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what you wear. That's game total. Let's try to figure out what they're playing so when we switch over. Oh, with that looks good. It looks like it's
yeah, this is
Marty Parmeister. Cool. And what's the other deck? Is that like a
black what or
is
this
it
Abzan?
Colors?
Yeah, might be Abzan.
Is it just
it's an
junk?
Anafenza.
Why isn't Absent called Absent Junk? Like it's because usually those cards are just junk anyway. It's just called Absent Junk.
All right, let's jump over there. I think Tim's got this one.
Yeah, that game's over for sure. So we got Mardu Pyromancer versus Absent stuff.
I'm not sure who's who.
I don't know either. So we're just gonna do it like this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what that card was. Something got fatal pushed.
Part of me wants to guess names. Well, this is Brandon and Clint. I'm not sure who's who. So if anybody in chat knows, all you can see is a black screen. That's more than likely you. Everything seems to be up and working on our end.
Yeah.
I know that Twitch had a problem with that the other day, though, Robai. Like, I tried to get into it, and everything was just black. Maybe Twitch is having an issue. If you just joined, then that might be a problem.
So, Bedlam River draws you 3... So, you discard your hand, draw 3 cards, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. It's basically Ancestral Recall.
Yeah, pretty much. And this deck's really, really good at emptying its hand. Like, you have, like, Faithless Looting, which is like putting a card down.
Seems like the best top deck you can get is just draw yourself a Bedlam Reveler.
Even this looks like it's going to end like very, very soon. Racelanim, thank you so much.
What do you think of?
Left guy looks like Clint. All right, let's lock it in.
Do you know it's Clint? Is he just saying that?
Well, he said he looks like Clint. It's Clint or Brendan. That's a
right.
Better guess than not.
I would rather not guess. They play Maelstrom Pulse in this format, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Maelstrom Pulse followed by.
I'm sure that Brandon's got a Maelstrom Pulse somewhere in his deck.
I don't know what deck he's playing.
I saw Liliana. I saw Grim Flare. Yeah, it just looks like Abzan. Mm-hmm.
Abzan Junk.
It's like JUN, but Abzan colors instead of
Abzan Junk.
Yeah, that.
I don't know. It's like a I like that. It's called Asban Junk.
Asban?
Junk. Abzan, whatever. I don't know. I just can't call it junk. Really Nazi pyroman. Can I say the word Nazi?
I don't see why not. They're
Nazi
real
pyromancer
people.
versus junk.
There you go. Must have been you. That's good. Glad to see it's working.
I'm not really sure. We're not really seeing a lot of interaction from the right side of the table, but
which is kind of strange. 2
Revelers and a Cooligan's Command in someone's hand. It's pretty daunting. And when these Revelers just dies, you're just going to get Cooligan's Command. Just going to get it back.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is pretty much getting. Or no, it's an aggressive Cooligan's Command. Oh, not an aggressive Cooligan's Command.
I actually think he might have another Bedlam Reveler in hand, which I could see being a little aggressive with the Cooligan's Command if you have a third one.
Yeah, it's a prowess card too, correct?
It is prowess, yeah.
So he's obviously doing the string damage.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see K-Command.
Mm-hmm.
What mode? So deal 2 damage to him
and discard, I would assume.
Discard. Oh, he's got 1 card. Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to push a victory here. So that's going to be 8 damage coming across with the Bedlam Revelers, and probably 2. Yeah, all right. Down to 4. Oh, and he's going to cast Bedlam Reveler.
Yeah, me bug me at this point.
No, definitely not.
Yeah, this one's Maelstrom Pulse.
Maelstrom Pulse, yeah.
Maelstrom Pulse. Maelstrom Pulse. That's not Maelstrom Pulse.
Nope. Mm-mm.
I don't even know what that is.
I think it was a Selfless Spirit, which is... I could be wrong, though. There's a Treetop Village.
You seen Quagmire?
Treetop.
Oh. Like my knowledge of tap lands.
The village. Yeah, we don't play a lot of tap lands. The only tap lands I can think of.
Lingering Souls. There you go.
Okay.
I knew somebody who's on Lingering Souls.
That is not going to help him get out of this. Turn.
Because there's a lightning bolt in his hand. I'm pretty sure.
And Fatal Push doesn't kill any of these, so this should do it.
Fatal Push kills all of the spirits.
No, I just mean Fatal Push doesn't kill the Bedlam Revelers. So
yeah, Bedlam Reveler is such a sweet card.
It really is.
It seems perfect for Modern. I don't know. It seems Seems really good.
Inquisition.
Well, you just
Yep.
keep doing it for prowess.
Yep, just for prowess.
And he's gonna cast
And then he's going to overkill his opponent because he's rude.
Bloodman. It's gonna make all his non-basics mountains. Yep. There you go. Go to game 2.
All right, let's jump back over. They're probably
Tim's probably
shuffling. Yeah, definitely.
Let's see. I'll call that. Oh no, Tim.
Nope.
What is Tim doing? Tim bored his opponent so much his opponent left, and Tim's still sideboarding. Oh no. Oh no. Well, that's well. Thanks for keeping continual magic going, Tim, by not doing anything.
Tim probably just told his opponent. He's like, "Hey, I'm gonna need 10 minutes to sideboard," and his opponent's like, "That's fine. I'll go use the restroom."
I guess that's polite. We may have to watch this other match. They almost look like they're done sideboarding.
Yeah, they're shuffling up, getting ready. So I guess we'll just stay here.
They didn't sideboard.
Neither of them sideboarded.
What?
Neither of them even sideboarded.
I couldn't tell you.
You think that they finished up game 1 like really fast?
I want to know why is Tim thinking so much? Like, what do you just counter hive mind? I don't really understand.
Roba, thank you so much for the follow.
This modern format's really perplexing. Hey, people shuffle a lot, they don't sideboard. I don't know. They probably did sideboard, we just didn't see it.
Dude, modern's just a different world.
I'm getting a headache from this, and we've only seen like 10 minutes of modern. I gotta see hive mind, and I gotta see at least the Martin Pyromancer deck's pretty sweet.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. I actually think it's like it, or at least it should be like one of the better decks in the format.
Oh, it's 2-1. I don't see why not.
Yeah, same. I actually got to mess with that deck a little bit. I really liked it from when I was playing with it. Is it really not up here? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it really hasn't changed much either. I think when the deck like became a deck, it's been pretty much about what you'd expect.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting deck because when you first look at it, you see like Young Pyromancer and stuff, but it's like it's really a control deck, from what I understand.
Yeah. I mean, it's a board control deck, right? So
it's got hand control too. It's got 4 Inquisition and 3 commands, 3
Thoughtseize. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
3 Thoughtseize.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. So you're pushing. Well, you want as many 1-drop instants and sorceries as you can get. You want to push their hand, and then you want a Bedlam Reveler to on like 2 mana to refill.
Yeah, okay.
And then you want to kill your opponent from there. Hopefully you can get their whole hand gone, and then Bedlam Reveler just comes in and just cleans up. You know.
What's the deal with Blackleaf Cliffs? Why are they like $1 million?
Because of this deck and JUN. That's literally all.
The
I think a large reason that they're so expensive has to do with the unbanning of Bloodbraid Elf and the resurgence of JUN. I just don't think they've really settled back down.
Huh. Do you think they'll get reprinted soon?
Yeah, I do. I think the Manlands are due for it too. So
you mean the
5 World Wake lands?
Do you mean the person lands?
The person lands? Yeah, the person lands.
Okay.
Yeah, you know, the Colonnade person land.
Okay, good, because we're very progressive. We're a progressive stream.
Okay, cool.
And I just don't want to misidentify a land.
All right, so with Brandon on the play, he's got a turn 2 Grimflayer. I'm a fan of this card. I've actually played it in Legacy a little bit.
I don't know. It's got too many words on it.
It does. It does have a lot of words.
Something about delirium. Something about you probably should just play Termaglyph.
I played both, so I don't know.
Isn't he always like a 1 of?
I played 3, but what one?
You played 3.
I played 3. Yeah, they were really, really strong. I mean, they become 4/4s really fast, and it's not just that, but they set up the top of your deck.
My only thing with it is I don't know. Again,
you're not going to draw lands very often once this thing starts hitting, and that's like a really important.
He's going to get a good hit in right now, right?
Yeah. Unless it gets fatal pushed, which
that's an island.
What?
They're reading it. That means it's getting through.
Oh man.
Oh, he's gonna kill. What is happening? Are we gonna see the treetop village?
Treetop Village is active, and we're gonna see a bash for 5.
And we're gonna see a trigger.
Yep. So trigger.
So explain the not Grim Lava. What's his name?
Grimflayer.
Is he at all, for all of our lore fans out there? Is he at all related to Grim Lavamancer?
Yes, absolutely related. He's also related to the Grim Monolith.
Oh, okay.
Yep, all very grim. Robi, thank you for the host. And then, so when it hits, you get to look at the top 3 cards of your library. You get to put any number of them into the graveyard, and you get to keep any number on the top of your library in any order.
Okay.
So if you like all 3, you just kind of get to scry 3, right? Just leave them there, and then, well, actually, it feels like a scry 3, because if you don't want it, you put it in the graveyard, which is also really useful for like Lingering Souls.
Yeah, I was gonna say you have Lingering Souls, and you get. I'm assuming you play Termagant for this deck too, right?
Yeah, usually.
So pretty fast start. So Grimflayer looks like it's Inquisition. He discarded Inquisition.
All right, here's the Blood Moon, and this is gonna be really frustrating for Brandon because he doesn't have access to green now, and there's just absolutely no way that this Grimflayer is gonna go all the way.
It could though.
I'm not seeing it.
If I'm that Grimflayer, I'm telling myself, why not me? That's what he's telling himself right now. Why not me? Why can't he go all the way? If he's a 4/4, he can't get lightning bolted. He can do it. Oh, Fatal pushes a card.
Yeah, but he's only a 4/4 once you have Delirium. He's really good at getting himself Delirium, but
that fetch just probably would have been nice to go. Well, it wouldn't matter. He couldn't get a forest.
Yeah.
So he's still 2/2.
Yep. And he's gonna hit, and I think Brandon's gonna try to push for Delirium here.
I think he kind of has to. I think you just have to hope that you blink the Fatal Push because he didn't Fatal Push last turn. So I think you just have to, right?
Yeah, either that or he's just gonna leave whatever he can cast on the top.
Yeah, I guess that's true too.
Or obviously a forest. If he sees a basic, it's just staying on top no matter what.
Another land. Well, a swamp. Here he's got a swamp.
Yeah, that's not the basic.
Double
he was
black.
looking for.
Does it run? This deck run Liliana?
Well, yeah, it absolutely runs Liliana.
Do you think he kept the Lilianas in?
They're not they're not wonderful in this matchup. Like, they can get a Bedlam Reveler, but otherwise, it's just there's not a good chance you're gonna get a Pyromancer.
Double black, yeah. But double black, not Mark.
No, their other creature is a bunch of spirits. There's no way you keep Lilianas in this matchup.
No, they don't run Marsh Castle. Does Marsh Castle not played Modern?
No.
Was Grimflayer attacking again? Oh no, okay. He motioned with it. Oh, Kulgan's Command.
Kulgan's Command's going to take care of this Grimflayer.
Maybe he's got a trick. Maybe he's got some sort of tricks. Because anyway, he can get Delirium. No, okay. Well, I guess he didn't go all the way.
The other thing is I bet Brandon has at least a Abrupt Decay in his deck, and probably a Maelstrom Pulse as well. So if he could find the forest earlier.
There's Termagant. Oh man, that's rough.
Oh no, that was a discard off of.
Yeah, I know that's rough though. You're losing Termagant and Grim Flayer to Kulgan's Command's not optimal. I kind of feel like Brandon wants to be the one with pressure, and Clint's still got Fatal Push for Termagant, so it's not like it's unanswerable, but Termagant's a pretty good wall against Bedlam Reveler.
Something kind of interesting too is when Clint played Blood Moon, this actually put him off of white. He does have Lingering Souls in his hand, which once you find like a Faithless Looting or something like that,
so he just discarded 2 cards.
Okay, but
so what we can expect from that is probably him losing life and discarding something. Okay, so let's see what we got. We got Lingering Souls, which is probably not getting discarded.
He discarded 2? So he's doing all the modes?
Yeah.
What?
So we discarded the Lingering Souls, so we turn that on.
What?
I think he has to discard it, right?
Oh, maybe you do have to.
Yeah, because it looks like other than that, it's just Bedlam Reveler. Which is really good, because I think that should be enough to cast Bedlam Reveler next turn, and just get rid of all those junky lands in your hand.
Yeah, it looks like he'll be able to cast it.
Yeah, I don't see a reason why not to. Just start, Yeah,
he drew another land.
Is it a land? Blood Crypt?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think...
it's just a mountain, right?
I mean, if
they're all mountains.
I think if you're just discarding that many cards and they're all lands, then there's no reason not to.
He played an Inquisition or something like that earlier, didn't he? Or does he only have the two? Does he only have the Lingering Souls and the Kolaghan's Command in the graveyard?
His opponent cast Inquisition, I think.
I think he did cast something earlier, so he should be able to cast this for 5.
And if not, he can just wait a turn his Lingering Souls.
Right. Yeah, that's... Well, now he's going to have to wait 2 turns.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. But I think that's fine. Just get a couple Duders. Like, I mean, your opponent just drew a cast out that he can't even cycle, so it's just stuck in his hand.
Why cast out? Well, what's the difference in cast out?
It's got to be because of cycling helps towards Delirium and towards your Tarmogoyf.
Okay.
That and it's an instant speed removal.
That seems actually decent.
Yeah, it seems like has
is
plenty of use.
O-Ring just not like the premier enchant? Like
no, definitely not, and it hasn't been for a while. I am a little surprised to see cast out, but at the same time, with the style and the nature of the deck, like it makes sense. He does have the Abrupt Decay. If he top decks a Forest, he's probably back in this game. Well, if he had there. Yeah, he's probably not now that...
Keep in mind he discarded a lot of cards.
5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, yeah.
So he's lost a Reveler.
I mean, you have to, right? Like, anytime you have 2 in play, like, you're going to lose the other one.
Yeah. I thought Bedlam Reveler had haste.
Oh, that'd be insane.
Yeah.
That would be so good.
Bryce played it against me one time. He didn't attack, and I was like, this guy forgot to attack.
little did you know, that Bryce was playing it correctly, and the card's just really just not the best in Legacy.
Yeah, I just don't know enough about Brandon's deck. I mean, I guess at this point he just needs to find some threats that can overcome the Bedlam Reveler and can break through it. Some sort of what's like a junk bomb? Like if you're in this, what's his version of Bloodbraid Elf, or what's his 4-draw like? Maybe
Siege Rhino. I don't think so.
Siege Rhino's not bad in this situation.
No,
it's a 4/5 trample. Well, he still gets stonewalled by a Bedlam Reveler, right?
But he can't cast that though. There's he would need 2 basic.
He's got a lot of cards.
Yeah.
Ugh.
And a lot of these Abzan decks have moved away from playing Siege Rhino, so I don't know.
You see him discard a Kolaghan's Command and a Dreadbore. That's never a good sign if your opponent's just... So he's got Cast Out, Kitchen Finks, Termagoyf, and Abrupt Decay.
Nate says Tireless Tracker. Yeah, I could see that. But he can't cast any of that. It's actually kind of pitiful what this deck is doing with the Swamp. It's almost doing nothing.
Well, it is doing nothing. I don't know why you're saying almost doing nothing. He's doing nothing.
Yeah.
He collected Brutality and let his opponent cast Lingering Souls. He actually did nothing for himself and something for the opponent.
Yep.
So you're absolutely right.
All right, so Clint's going to take Abrupt Decay. That's definitely the right choice because
Brand's got a figurative 0 cards in hand.
Mm-hmm.
And this Lightning Bolt says, boom, you're dead. Or maybe not.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
He does not say, boom, you're dead. I think he said 9. He says, boom, you're dead next turn.
You just got owned by a Tireless Tracker just last night.
Well,
all right, that's going to do it. Martyr Pyromancer takes the match.
That wouldn't have helped. That wouldn't have helped. That wouldn't have helped. That wouldn't have helped. Extirpate? What is it? What is that? Isn't Extirpate the card that was played before Surgical?
Yeah.
Okay.
It has split second. I don't know why you'd play that over Surgical. Surgical seems better to me, but well, let's jump back over. So some things are going on. We've got a Grand Abolisher.
It's like
man, this deck is just crazy. A Grand Abolisher. We've got a Azusa and an Amulet.
We got Vendilion Click and all the Planeswalkers in the world.
Yep. Actually, all of them.
All of them.
Well, Liliana decided not to show up, but that's the only other one, right?
No, this one. A Lightning Helix. I don't even know what Grand Abolisher does.
So Grand Abolisher makes it so your opponents can only cast stuff during their turn.
Okay.
So
is that a problem in Modern? Do people cast too many spells on your turn?
I mean, you probably bring it in against Tim.
It's a Hive Mind.
Yeah, it stops Counter Magic.
He's got a Hive Mind in his hand. Oh.
Well, here it is.
Oh. Ooh, because Tim's
gonna resolve.
Out. Oh, sound the alarm. Tim's got one card in his Kanta and Jace and Teferi.
That actually doesn't do anything though, because
pact.
No, Teferi can just put it like 2 down in his deck or 3 down in his deck or whatever.
Oh yeah, then that's probably game.
Yeah.
Oops. Well, you know what?
That's what I would do.
I don't know what to tell you. We're just gonna hope Tim pluses.
Hope Tim pluses so we can see a more interesting game. And the white pact wouldn't do it right now because Tim does have double white. He's got a Hollowed Fountain and Plains.
Red pact wouldn't do it either.
You're right. The red pact wouldn't.
We just need
He needs a Summoner's Pact.
Or the black pact.
Or the black pact.
Okay, so Hive Mind's three cards down. So basically, figuratively, needs to draw. Hope Tim blanks on all of his draws with 7 cards in hand, it looks like. And also have two draw steps. I think Dillion Click should just take this game. Oh, I guess he's holding Vidillion Click to protect, I think. Is Asusa a 1-2?
Yeah.
I think you're fine to attack Vidillion Click. Right?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think you're blocking, so.
I'm not. I wouldn't feel the ruin at any point here. There's just no reason to.
Nope.
He's got so many cards in hand, and this Kanta, Jason, Teferi. I mean, this is pretty close to an unlosable board state, especially with your opponent being hellbent and having Hive Mind 3 cards down. Like they could just like draw the next 2 cards. Like let your opponent draw 3 cards and see if you go in. All right, Timmy. Timmy says pass. So optimal draws for Connor would be Grand Abolisher. Oh, is that? Oh, wait a minute.
It's a Lotus Bloom. This deck's out there. What the heck's going on?
What does that even do?
Okay, so it has like Suspend 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And when it comes in as a Black Lotus.
Does it stay as Black Lotus?
Well, you sacrifice it just like a Black Lotus. It's actually just Black Lotus once it comes into play. Usually, I only see that card in the Ad Nauseam deck.
Oh, the weird one. With Phyrexian on life. What it's called?
Yeah. That's usually the only place I see this Lotus Bloom, but.
I'm trying to. Yeah, this has got to be like the most boring match you could possibly watch in Modern. I can't think of another. Well, I guess if it was like one of them was like the KCI deck, maybe. No, I heard the deck's pretty like.
That deck's actually kind of cool.
This is like watching the Lands versus Death and Taxes or something.
Just 2 decks that don't interact with each other at all and just are trying to go under and one's trying to go over.
I mean, at this point, I just don't, why isn't the gym just attack? Cryptic Command. Yeah, Connor should be dead by the time he even draws the Hive Mind. Yeah, he's just going to Teferi it back. I mean, yeah. So he goes to 12. So he's basically a 3-turn clock. He's going to draw one more time. Needs it to be a Summoner's Pact or a Grand Abolisher. Is that Defense Grid?
Looks like it.
Defense Grid legal?
Yeah.
Oh. That was from like Urza's Legacy.
I think it was 10th Ed.
Oh, it is. I'm 100% sure. Or it's one of those. What Defense Grid? Did you mean this card?
Yes, I did mean that
9th
card.
edition.
9th Ed. That was close.
Yeah, okay. Cool. I guess. Okay, so he's got Defense Grid. Which really won't matter because Tim's got too much mana. So, again, I think he needs a Grand Polisher. And he needs a lot of help. I don't know. Really I don't really know. This is... I really can't think of it now. So Tim just +2 the Hive Mind. And I think you just leave the Hive Mind on top. Why not?
I would.
I guess not. Tim says no.
I'm convinced that Tim just wants this game to go on forever. I feel like he could have ended it like
Karen knows. What?
Yeah, he's getting super cute. This has to have come in off the board, right?
I don't know. Why would you board in Karanos?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, you wouldn't main deck this card.
I'm pretty sure he does main deck the Karanos.
Oh, he should have boarded it out. Like, what does this card even do?
I mean, it's going to...
Like, in this matchup, I mean.
It's going to speed up the game. Okay, there we go. That's it.
Maybe. Oh, wait, is Devotion on? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. He was going to attack with it.
Oh, man. I feel like I've been drinking for like 6 hours straight, and I haven't even drank a single drink. That was really... Or drink. That was really hard to watch.
One player did nothing, and the other player watched that player do nothing?
Yeah. I really hope this modern gets a little bit more jazzy. Well, I guess when are we going to see like those weird like Eldrazi decks versus the JUN decks, and someone's going to be playing humans.
Yeah, I know we have some Coco decks and some different things like that. I'd definitely like to see some people playing that kind of stuff as well.
The good thing is Tim took long enough to the point where we're probably almost at the next round.
We are.
Are we going to see Hollow One? Hollow One's a sweet deck. I'm excited to see Hollow One.
Yeah, I would be happy seeing that deck as well. I think Affinity's a good deck to watch as well.
Hollow One.
I even like watching Burn. I know we have Storm in the room. Screw Hexproof. That deck's stupid.
What do you mean? What's wrong with Boggles?
It's just a dumb deck. I don't know.
You're going to boggle someone.
Yeah, you do get a boggle somebody.
That's like true. Something like I would do on a Friday night. Is like I'm going to go boggling.
You're going to go boggle?
Like, hey, want to go to a bar and just boggle? That's what it is, right? Isn't it actually a card game in Utah played by housewives, Boggle?
Oh, yeah, it is. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever played it.
It's you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I do know what you're talking about.
It's not Boggle. Not Boggle.
No, it might be.
It's not Boggle. Bunko. Boggle's a game.
It is. Yeah, this is actually what I was thinking.
No, but Bunko is the game with the one I'm referring to. Yeah, Bunko. It's like a Boggle and Bunko, same thing. If you played Bunko, you probably played Boggle. If you played Boggle,
they're all the same.
They just want to boggle people. Why do they call the deck GW Hexproof? Why don't they just call it just Boggles? Boggle Bonanza.
It kind of goes back to where like Wizards started wanting to like keep the names of decks like.
Oh, is that something Wizards? How does Wizards go from wanting to be this inclusive company to taking away cool deck names? I don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Why can't we express ourselves?
Because like humans explains it, but why is this called Hollow One and not like Black Red Discard?
Goblin Lord deck.
Black Red Discard. That would make
okay. Let's rename decks like humans.
5-color tribal humans.
I don't think humans is actually just a fine name. Red Green Tron. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Wait, Tron.
You can just call it
There's nothing called Tron.
Why don't they call it Groltron?
Groltron. Yeah, why not?
Groltron.
Hey, how's it going?
Just Sky Control. I know Wizards hates America, so I know that's why they don't want to say USA Control.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure they root for other people.
Yep.
Hollow One, again.
Black Red Discard is what it would be called.
Or Radkos. Radkos Discard.
Rakdos Discard.
Rakdos Discard. Mardu Pyromancer's probably, should be.
Affinity doesn't even have any cards that say Affinity in them. It's like Dragon Stompy in Legacy. Like, this is like the only deck that got to keep its name. That and like Burn. Yeah. Like, that's a way outdated name, and it's still the same.
It's like Shopless Shops.
Oh, that's true.
Shopless shops.
You're doing great. Keep going.
With Arcbound Ravager. Burn is fine. Burn.
Link Doggy, thank you so much for the sub. Appreciate that. And welcome.
So we also got Car Clan combo. Car Clan combo. KCI is fine. Clan. I like that. Storm's just Storm.
Yep.
Blue-red Storm's fine.
Yeah, we don't need to call it Gift Storm. There's only one Storm in the
Boggle Bonanza. Okay, Grixis Death Shadow. That's fine. I think it's just calling it Death Shadow. I mean, the deck's a Death Shadow deck.
Yep. Dredge makes sense.
Yeah, Dredge.
I really like the Dredge deck in Modern too.
I really like dredging.
No, it's like a really interactive deck though. That's what's weird. Is like it plays nothing like the Legacy.
We should be getting the next round. That's pretty good.
Yeah, we should. Oh, is that coming up like right now?
Yeah.
Not quite.
Or Alton just or did he do the time?
Yeah, maybe time.
Here we go. He's typing.
Oh boy.
He's typing. We're about to get some more action.
Wow, that was fast. All right, guys. Round 2 is going to start here in just a moment. Looks like we're
here we go.
Pairings
what I would like to see this round. More interesting stuff.
Who is on KCI? I don't know. Are you? Well, you're not here, so Brandon probably nobody.
Greg. So Brandon lose? Oh, we have it wrong. If you guys didn't name him, so Brandon was.
Did we have it?
So Brandon's on Mardu Pyromancer.
We did have it wrong. Okay.
Yeah, and then Trey.
We should have gone out and asked.
No.
I'm sorry, Brandon and Clint.
This is the life you guys chose to live. Okay, let's go ahead and do Brandon versus Greg because I'm going to rip my eyeballs out if I have to watch Tim again.
Yeah, seriously.
Tim's probably going to rewatch the stream. They didn't say anything mean about me.
Oh, we did.
Yeah, okay. So Brandon's on Mardu Pyromancer, which did really well its first round.
Yeah, it really did.
No idea what Greg's on.
Yep, also not sure. Wait, you know what Trayton's on, right?
No, who's Trayton?
He's well, you were talking to Stockton, and Trayton was with him.
Which one's Trayton? I don't know any of the modern players. Am I supposed to know?
Yeah, we need to get to know them. We're gonna have to.
We should do a meet and greet.
Oh, oops. Let's do this. Let me figure out where people are sitting down.
Meet and greet.
Oh, so this is okay. So Brandon is on Mardu Pyromancer.
Brandon, not Clint.
So sorry, Brandon and Clint.
I don't think they care.
I should have gone out and asked.
You should have, but you didn't.
No, I didn't.
Mardu Pyromancer is way too long of a name.
It is.
Let's do Mardu Pyro, man. Just cut the sir. So we got Greg. What's Greg going to be playing? Greg, 4-letter name, starts with a G. Good, just kind of quasi Anglo-Saxon name. I'm gonna go ahead and say he's on JUN.
That's a pretty good guess. I want something. I want to see a collected company deck against this. I want to see Mardu Pyromancer just like steamroll it.
Why?
I don't know.
I just like get steamrolled.
Well, no, I'm not saying.
Let's just hope he plays Angel Tribal. Let's just go that. Let's go hard in the paint.
I want like a really good close match though.
Angel Tribal.
Angel Tribal.
God, we're pretty dangerously close to getting Angels top day. That's kind of sad.
Really though.
Maybe just Greg's that water ball. I don't know. Okay, so we're gonna have to watch Tim.
Tim doesn't have an opponent sitting down either, or does he?
The strange part is Tim is shuffled up and he's ready.
What the heck?
You know what? I wouldn't be surprised if people just don't know about the streaming thing. And so we'll give him a minute. Okay, let's give him a minute. I mean, this is the first time we've streamed Modern, so they may just be lost.
Well, we've streamed bigger events, but not a weekly.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody like looking in the parking lot, like, where do I go? Here we go. So, unfortunately, Tim's opponent found his table. So, Tim versus Trayton. Trayton, okay, so he's got a little bit of a wild name. Starts with a T. I'm going to go with, he's probably going to be playing something a little jazzy. I'm going to say he's playing like, I don't know, Bant something. Well, I see a whiteboard lightning bolts, so I couldn't have been more wrong.
He's on burn.
I have no idea. Tim takes forever. He simply takes forever. He shuffled for 5 minutes.
No, he shuffled for 6 minutes.
6 minutes?
That's a long time, fellas.
His opponent is lost. Well, let's start off watching Tim's. Okay. Why is Tim shuffling? A mulligan, right?
Maybe. Was it counted? Well, we started the timer, and then with 44 minutes left in the round, he was done shuffling. So yeah, yeah, he did.
He must mulligan here. That's the only reason why he shuffled.
Yeah, he mulliganed fast though. All right, our other. Do we want to watch our other match? Let's watch our other match.
You sure? Well, let's see what I want to see what they're on. Let's see what they're on, and then we'll do a judgment call based off of that.
Okay.
So, because it actually may be fun to watch Jeskai control if it's in an interactive kind of like shootout. Oh, this is Eldrazi. Oh, let's do Eldrazi versus Jeskai. This could be a good one. That he played card we can't see.
Man, we really need to figure out the lighting in that very spot.
I'm gonna go ahead and tell you what it is because I can tell what it is. It is a white bordered card. So most likely it is either power plant, mine, or
that's a white border card?
Yeah.
I distinctly see a black border on it. That's weird.
I'm pretty confident. Well, we're just gonna say it's an Urza land. So Tim paying. So was he casting Serum Visions?
Probably.
So he's gonna go.
What else are you playing on?
So after the Tron plays like 2 Ghost Quarters, right?
Yeah.
So he's probably just gonna go get the Hollow Fountain.
Yeah, yep. I'd imagine so.
He's gonna make sure he doesn't fetch and have it in his hand like he did last game. Okay, we're gonna do a little bit more shuffling. Then we're gonna cast Serum Visions. Then we're gonna pass the turn. There you go. Serum Visions, not as good as Ponder. Not as good as Preordain. Better than Op, though.
There's Matter Shaper. So one of these has to be an Eldrazi Temple.
It was when you played turn 1.
Okay.
I can see the Eldrazi Temple distinctly now, and the card he played was the white border card I thought he played. It was a Power Plant.
Okay.
So he's got Power Plant and he's got Temple. So he's kind of like nerve-wracking pathing the stuff because then you give him like 1 extra mana.
Yeah. If this is E-Tron though, which it seems
and also
like,
you get value too, right? Because the Mana Reshaper.
I don't know how many basics Eldrazi Tron runs, and Eldrazi Tron has kind of been pushed out of the format recently.
Mono Green Tron's really good.
Yeah, Mono Green and Red Green seem to be the Tron decks right now. I feel like there's like always like a preference of Tron deck, and it's like always there because the deck just is kind of mindless and it's very powerful.
Yeah, I mean, it gets to have 7 mana on turn 3.
Yeah. So we're always going to see that deck, right? I'm just kind of surprised to see Eldrazi Tron. All right,
there's
so
Tower.
The Power Plant, and we got the Tower. All right. And here's Thought Seer. Oh, looks like Tim's gonna have a lot of trouble with this one, cause yeah, now he's like, oh wow, yeah, he's not in good shape at all.
Yeah, because he doesn't have the 4th land. Spell Snare is pretty much dead. Electrolyze is going to be really subpar. Lightning Phoenix is kind of subpar too.
No, that Cryptic Command doesn't go to the graveyard,
and
we actually need to tell him that because he's got Search for Azcanta. He's probably gonna die really soon, but
we have to.
Yeah, he's gonna die next turn.
Okay,
I can always slip past you and go. No worries.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not gonna correct it because I think he's dead this next turn.
It's not I mean, his start really wasn't that. Trading start's like not fantastic. Like it's fine, but like, you know, it's one of those things where Tim just doesn't have the right assortment of cards.
Right.
Not really sure. Tim's big thing is he needs to probably draw a land. He needs to draw a land and be able to Cryptic for a turn, and just kind of hope from there. If we don't see a land drop from Tim, you're right. It's Stone Cold over because he can't cast anything because he doesn't have red.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's thinking about right now. Like,
Snapcaster and Serum Visions.
Okay, so that'll leave him at 1.
Correct.
If there's no 5-mana hasty dude.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Or Walking Ballista.
Or Walking Ballista. Yeah, both those cards.
Train's in the point where there's a lot of things you can just draw. He's got a lot of cards too. We've only seen 3 cards from him, and they're all on the board. There's another Thought-Knot Seer.
Okay.
Which is going to take the Cryptic Command. I can't see what that card is.
He's going to take this.
I don't see what it is.
I can't remember.
Is that the waste card?
I need to get to know the names of the cards a little better. Secure the waste. Yeah. So it gets a
Secure the waste.
Yes, it is. 1 and X get X warrior dudes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure. Oh, he just discounted it. Well, that was a quick one. Thanks, Tim.
Kind of the nature of the deck, though. Like, it takes a long time to win. And
oh wow! So we got looks like Eldrazi-Tron versus Mardu, and there's a Karn with
this is
7.
not Eldrazi-Tron. This is an actual Tron deck. Oh well.
Well, I'm assuming the guy with the Wormcoil and the Karn one.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Wow! So we went from having really grindy grind fest to now just kind of Tron just coming out of the gate, just kind of blowing people out of the water. Which it kind of is what it does.
Mm-hmm.
I suppose it can kind of get a little grindy with Karn and like Wormcoil and stuff, but it just seems like the game's ending pretty soon when those cards are casted, whether they're too late or they're right on time.
I actually feel like Tim's deck can be pretty good against this, or against Tron in general.
He's got Field of Ruin, he's got Supreme Verdict.
The only problem there, though, is that Supreme Verdict is going to get hit by Thought-Knot Seer every time.
Yeah. Well, and should be able to counter Thought-Knot Seer.
I think that Eldrazi-Tron has more smaller threats. Like,
they have the Mana Reshapers, they have the Reality Smashers,
Thought-Knot Seers, and then they've got some top end stuff as well. So
yeah, I think they run the two Endbringer, and then they run like 1 Wormcoil.
Usually like 1 Wormcoil. I could see 2, but
because the red-green Tron, or it's really basically just green Tron, right?
Yeah, the red's used for like Pyroclasm and like a couple sideboard cards more than anything. I mean, here we can take a look.
So it's got in this version, it's just mono green.
Yeah, I don't know why it's called red green Tron then.
They probably just group them together.
Yeah, probably.
So this one's got 4 Karn, 2 Ugin. So it's got 2 Ulamog, and it's got the World Breaker. And so it's got a little. Oh, it's interesting because it runs 3 Wormcoil and 2 Walking. See, this deck's interesting because so basically on this one, now you run Oblivion Stone, is you don't plan on doing anything other than kind of just building up your board. It seems like for a few turns. Yeah, right? Because you...
Yeah. But, and that's something kind of large, is like, if... Or I feel like Tim's, like, positioned less good against the E-Tron deck than these bigger ones, because I don't feel like the green Tron deck does much until they have Tron assembled. Whereas that kind of lets Tim, like, set up his draws for the first couple turns.
Yeah.
Whereas we've got this E-Tron deck that's gonna like play a Matter Reshaper on turn 2, and all of a sudden Tim's like, oh well, I have to deal with this Matter Reshaper, and also I need to shape my hand in a way that I'm not gonna I get to keep my Supreme Verdict. Whoa.
Let's look at our other match real quick. See if they're where they're at. This one looks like it may be.
Yeah, they're cutting. Let's be here for a second.
I kind of want to see this one, yeah. See if we can kind of mix and match a little bit. This one, it seems like to me, and again, it seems like it would be favored for the Tron matchup just because they kind of go over, while the Pyromancer deck kind of tries to go under with like Lightning Bolts and Fatal Push, and I know they run cards like Dreadbore and stuff like that, which can obviously hit the Eldrazi, but seeing 2 mulligans, which is probably not sure that really favors.
Are they both mulliganing?
Yeah.
Lovely.
Here we go. Well, I guess we're going to start here.
No, they're gonna mulligan. Just no magic, guys. No magic.
Tim's got a Wrath of God. He should keep.
Yeah, but we've seen him have color problems before. Like he's got like one Hollow Fountain.
Where's the land? This is gonna go get
All
us
right.
one Hollow Fountain.
Okay.
There's Temple with Mimic. Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't think Mimic was played in Eldrazi in Modern.
Not usually in the Tron version. It's like there is kind of. I mean, if you remember the Eldrazi Winter type dealio, like when we actually had like Ayabugan as well, this was very common. You know, like the deck liked to top with Endbringer, or like Drowner, or Drowner of Hope or whatever. But I think that most of these decks have moved out of favor of Eldrazi Mimic. But I mean, it's probably going to look pretty good here.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he goes another Eldrazi Temple and plays Thought-Knot series, he's going to hit for 4.
Yep.
Then he goes Reality Smasher next turn. It's like game's almost over. Rude Halo. You just play that naming Thought-Knots here? He's got a counter. That's better to keep the counter. So we're going to see Tron land. So he's got 3 mana here. I think it's a card in his hand. That'd be kind of interesting. He's going to take the 2.
Not exactly what Trayton wanted to see there. He was trying to push a little further.
Yeah, I think so. I think even a mana reshaper will at least give him a little better presence and 1 more damage. And
has Tim found it yet? Yeah, he found it in his first round. He found it. And he activated it many, many times.
Yeah, to the point of boredom. So the good thing here, so Tim's kind of gonna hit the 3 spot. So what Tim has to really worry about now is, so Tim's got that Rune Halo. Really kind of curious to see what he does with it. But he's still in danger of getting Thought-Knot seared next turn. But if he can kind of turn the corner going into turn 4, finding 4 land drops.
How many players? I
don't know. We'll text it to you, Brian.
Yeah, I'll text you when we know. I mean, we've seen it.
There's Karn, so that's baby Karn.
Yep, little guy Karn.
Little guy Karn coming out. Little guy Karn. You can give him the waist, but it's kind of interesting because generally, like, you know, when baby Karn's on the field, you kind of want to give your opponents the lands. This one's kind of an interesting dynamic because giving him more Tron lands never seems like that great of a deal. That's actually a card that Tim potentially could have some problems with because his only way of really removing it's going to be some Lightning Helix, Snapcaster, or Lightning Bolt lines. Also, some sort of like O-ring line too. Well, he doesn't have O-rings; he's a Tension Sphere.
You're at the symphony, just catching the stream during intermission. This is a man that needs entertainment constantly.
The symphony.
Yep. So something kind of interesting, everybody who's joining us in chat. This is actually our first event that we are doing as far as like a weekly Modern event. We have done Modern like once or twice in the past, but they've been for like 1K events on the weekend, and that's kind of where I was headed. Is this weekend we have a Modern 2K, I believe is what we called it.
Yeah.
So if you know some people who like watching Modern, we're gonna have some Modern to show you guys this weekend. Many rounds of it.
This Karn is going to get a lot of value. Oh, he played the Void card, the Scry 1 card from Dominaria. Huh. Interesting.
Oh yeah.
Chalice and Endless One. So Endless One's another one, right? That's another one you don't usually see.
Not in E-Tron. Maybe this is just a colorless Eldrazi deck. Like maybe I mean, I want to call it Tron because we see Tron lands, but like it seems like this deck's a little lower to the ground than most E-Tron decks. Not specifically a 2K. It's a qualifier. Okay. Yeah. So we've got a qualifier coming up here.
It's gonna have some great prizes though.
Awesome prizes for all you modern players.
He's got a lot of cards, and there's a Reality Smasher too. I actually like the. I mean, that Karn's gonna do a lot of work.
Yeah, it does kind of look like a Stompy list, but it does have Tron in it.
There's another Mimic.
Wait, is this the Serum Powder deck? I've seen an Eldrazi deck that runs like Serum Powder and has that stupid card in Food Chain. You know, the Eldrazi that you can cast from exile?
Yeah.
Yeah. We haven't seen a Serum Powder, though.
That's Secure the Waste, right?
I think that's what it's called.
He secured the waste?
Yeah, you got it right.
So Tim secured the waste. Oh, it's an instant. Okay.
Yeah.
So he did some.
Yeah, our card's great. So it looks like he has one guy left.
So he killed the Mimic.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming he's going to attack into the card, maybe?
I'm actually kind of surprised that this card hasn't made a creature yet. I feel like if you just... Well, I guess Tim's just got a couple Wrath effects, right?
Well, it's going to be a 2/2. It's not going to be that powerful. Him just
No.
plussing into Oblivion may just be the way to go. That's a lot of card advantage.
Yeah,
if you just keep plussing. Eventually, Tim's going to... It's going to be hard for Tim to have to hold up counter magic and press the attack and play Planeswalkers when his opponent's always just plussing and plussing.
Yeah, the best play for him here would be to Fairy and like put Karn into Trayton's deck.
Yeah,
like keep that 1/1 in the way of.
It may not even be great because I'm pretty sure Trayton's got that Reality Smasher.
Oh, does he?
Yeah. So Serum Visions.
So this is gonna get countered.
Why is he? Do I have to go say something?
No. Well, it depends if he catches it. He didn't.
Okay. What's the point of casting Chalice on one?
All right. So Trayton missed his Chalice trigger.
That's pretty big.
Oh, it's huge.
Basically gives Tim access to 3 cards in his library, but it probably has to be just confused with the interaction between Snapcaster, Chalice, and yeah. At this point, I mean, it's not like that was a groundbreaking move from Tim, but
no.
But
he got away with one.
I don't see a world where he wants to make a token. I just don't.
You think he just wants to keep drawing cards? Just draw as many as he can possibly.
I'm not a huge fan of him playing a huge endless one, which seems like that's what's going to happen. I would like to know what Rune Halo's on too. It's pretty significant.
It's got to be Thought-Knot's here.
I actually, part of me thinks it's on Reality Smasher.
Okay.
He's got a Reality Smasher in his hand, and
he keeps not casting it. Yeah.
One thing to keep in mind: even if he casts Reality Smasher, Mimic turns into a 5/5. So
I think it's when it comes into play. Oh yeah, it would come into play. Sorry, Rune Halo. I'm thinking wrong. Sorry.
But I'm just not sold on this all-in endless one, especially with the deck that runs Path to Exile.
Yeah, I think it's time to blow up the board here. Get rid of a couple creatures.
Yeah, I mean, if he's got a spot removal for endless one, that's great. Obviously, the Mimic hit for a lot, and Tim didn't block with the Snapcaster.
No, he blocked with the token.
Oh, he did?
The last token, yeah.
So Tim's going to pass. So we'll see if we'll see some sort of cryptic. A lot of lands on Trayton's side. So maybe that endless one play was just kind of out of desperation a little bit. Just because he didn't have any other threat. I mean, he keeps seeing that Reality Smasher in his hand. So we're going to see Karn keep going up, which is kind of what I wanted to see.
Right.
I mean, Endbringer and whatever the heck that is.
That is a Metallic Mimic. Yeah, so this is definitely a low to the ground Eldrazi deck.
Is that a creature?
Yeah, so it's a 2-mana 2/1 artifact creature that as it comes into play, you name a creature type.
Okay.
And when that creature type hits the board, it has an additional +1/+1 counter on it. So this is gonna make Reality Smasher 6/6s, Thought-Knot Seers 5/5s, all that kind of stuff. And it's a 2/1 itself. and it also is an Eldrazi.
I think I would have attacked with the Mimic there too, because if you trades the Mimic, you'll do 9 damage. Is that a 9/9?
It's pretty large.
What did you tell Brian? I got it.
Alright, so this is Warping Will. Is he actually just getting a little Scion? He is.
Interesting. Kind of. Why though? Like, what's the Scion gonna do? That's gonna really.
Yeah, I don't know. I think countering a sorcery is gonna be a lot more powerful. I mean, I guess it can't. I guess it can't really. It can't get.
We get Wrath of God. Well,
it can get Wrath. He doesn't know about Wrath.
Yeah, I know, but it's just like I think. You know, it seems odd, but like I think there's enough sorcery plays that you want to keep. With how much mana he has, I feel like he wants to keep it in his hand. I just don't see it unless this is the threshold for him casting something that's 10 mana.
Conduit of Ruin. Okay, so Conduit of Ruin is gonna let Trayton go and search for I believe it's converted mana cost 6 or higher Eldrazi. Put it on the top of his deck. This is kind of interesting because the first Eldrazi, or I think it's like the first spell you cast each turn, costs 2 less as well.
Interesting.
Here, let me pull it up.
One thing to keep in mind is if Tim's got Field of Ruin, he can kind of mess up that play pretty easily. So another reason why Field of Ruin is really good in this matchup. Yeah, Conduit of Ruin. That's one I'm not used to seeing.
Definitely not. I'm gonna pull it up because I'm not sure everybody else has seen it as well. Why does this say secure?
Secure that.
You have him in your Eldrazi deck? He's pretty sweet. Like, don't get me wrong, he's good. Oh, sorry, 7. So it has to cost 7 or greater, not 6 or greater. I apologize.
So most of the time you're getting Ulamog, is that right?
Yeah, Ulamog. The other one is Void Winnower. I could see him getting as well. Like, it just depends on what's in his deck and how he's built it. You're in Simic, though, with Prophet of Crucifix? Oh, man. Your deck seems all sorts of crazy. I'm kind of over the Eldrazi thing, to be honest with you.
What do you mean?
I'm just kind of over it. It's just kind of ridiculous.
Well, anything that's colorless, like, it's never a good idea.
Yeah.
So Tim's at the point of... So he's Supreme Verdict last turn, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. So he's just going to rat the board now. No?
This is Jace.
Okay. Well, if you're chasing now, then...
Do you want to... Oh, he's going to Brainstorm. I was like, do you want to just +2 and just take out that... I mean...
I probably would have.
I mean, you can... You balance Conduit of Ruin. It's not really optimal. Brainstorming's fine, too, but...
The sad part is the only thing he could cast if he found it is like... Okay, so...
Well, Path would be good right now.
Except for... Well, Chalice is on the board.
Oh, yeah.
So it wouldn't be good unless Trayton forgets his trigger again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, at this point...
Lantern Control is always a good idea. I agree. I think that deck's sweet.
I know.
I think it's really cool.
Yeah, I really think that the big difference maker kind of this match was kind of the stalemate of them not really doing too much, but Trayton being able to have that car and just being able to filter his draws.
What
is that?
Oh, God, it's the big green one.
The one that...
Is it Decimator of Provinces? Oh my goodness, do I actually know the name of this card?
Decimator of Provinces? What? It's not Decimator of Provinces, isn't this?
No. What is this card?
The pig? Oh, it is the pig. Decimator of Provinces.
Is that it?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, it got countered. We're not... Decimator of Provinces is not going to be played. Can we look up what Decimator of Provinces does? Because I don't know what it does.
It's basic... Yeah! Oh my goodness, I knew the name. This is... Sorry, I didn't expect to know it. Alright. Here,
Decimator of Provinces.
This is a weird card to put in because you're never going to emerge it. Is this what he chose to get off of the Conduit?
I mean, it's a Trample Haste.
It's like a Crater Hoof Behemoth, let's be real. If you cast it and you have other creatures on the board, you should probably win.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's not wrong.
I mean, he's a 7/7 trample haste. You know.
Where's
And he
Tim
hits-
at with cards in it? So Emberinger's got a silver token on it. So it looks like killed the Jace. He's going to untap. There's a Thought-Knot here. I think we're going to see a Thought. We're going to finally kind of verify the fact that Thought-Knot Seer was not called with Rune Halo. So here we go.
Yeah, it was definitely Reality Smasher.
Oh, so all of his guys cost 1 less because of the first card. That's why he's only paying for like 2. Okay.
Yeah. The first creature spell he casts costs 2 less.
Shouldn't it just cost 2 with the Eldrazi Temple?
Yeah, should. I don't know why I paid an extra.
Maybe he's worried about days.
It's got to be it. It's got to be days.
So he's setting up his 4 mana. These are the 4 lands I'm going to cast for Cryptic. And he's going to cast 2, which is going to be...
this is Logic Knot?
Logic Knot. What to say? Is he treasure cruising? Or dig through timing?
He's going to have to get rid of a ton of stuff.
Do you think they should unban dig through time in Modern?
I don't know. I don't know quite enough.
It's not that bad. Be really good in this deck. Dig through time. All gotta be. Yeah, but control's not that. I would play dig through time.
Surprisingly enough, like
you may get me to play Modern if they unban dig through time.
That like Jeskai control is actually doing pretty well on the online meta right now.
It's a 4% meta, which is decent. I think it's the closest thing to the blue-white control archetype. So a lot of control players just kind of stick with that. Yeah, I could play dig through time and Grixis that Shadow.
There you go.
And Thought Scour.
It's kind of surprising. Yeah. So blue-white controls down here with JUN, and JUN's like fallen a lot. Still has some rep though.
There's no dredge, according to this report we're looking at.
Yeah, it has. They're only 1 tournament off.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Now it's up there with everything else, really.
So we're gonna see another. Okay.
There's Logic Knot. Yeah, so he has to do this so that he can actually cast his Wrath of God.
Well, unfortunately.
Well, now you can't even. So this is Void Winnower. So Tim can't cast spells with even.
Is that Scion a 1/1?
Yeah, it's 1/1.
Did he cast that Scion just because he's a 1/1 and he could get him beats with that little Scion?
That's what I would do.
Okay, so here's another Eldrazi. I have no idea what it does. Void Winnower. Your opponents can't spell cause even convert. Okay. Opponents can't block creatures with. Okay, interesting.
So the card. A lot of people just say the card's called Can't Even because you just can't even anything.
Why is that a card?
It's actually pretty powerful. So Wrath of God can't be cast.
You get rewarded for playing. What is there? Well, Detention Sphere. We need Detention Sphere here for Tim.
Detention Sphere into Wrath.
Right?
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
Oh, Teferi.
Well, what's Teferi getting? Oh, I mean,
Teferi could get rid of the Void Winnower. He'd
die.
He'd take 6 this next turn, and then he'd have a turn to Wrath. Yep, there it is.
There he is.
Yep.
Tim needs to have a path badly.
And the path doesn't do anything. That's the thing. It's like as long as that chalice is there, like I don't know. The fact that the Seer Visions got through, though, I'd be tempted to just throw Path right out in there.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't even hesitate. I'd be like, yeah, I'm going to Path your guy.
At this point, I think you just go for the Dome, right? Gosh, I don't know. You almost because I guess you do kill.
You kill Teferi.
Well, the Scion's a little baby 1/1.
Yeah, why not? I'd throw the Scion towards it.
Yeah. At that point.
Trajan's hand is just complete gas. Like he's got like a there's an Endbringer. Bring in the end.
May not be super necessary, but still. Let's see what he does. How big is the Conduit of Ruin? He's a 5/5, right? Reality Smasher. Oh, so he's plus.
Yeah, Conduit's a 5/5.
So Kevin. Oh yeah, so Tim gives him the Reality Smasher just because it's on the
Obviously,
running.
yeah.
Warping Whale. Okay, well let's see an attack here. Can't imagine he's got more stuff.
Yep, so 5 to face, and I imagine 1 to Teferi.
So he goes to 3 and Teferi's down.
How do you go to 7?
He took 1 from the Scion and kind of everyone killed Teferi.
What? That's the way he attacked?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess he's dead this next... No, Wrath of God's gonna kill.
No,
what the heck?
I don't know.
I can't think of any reason to do that.
Maybe he wanted to give the people at home more action. Yeah, I don't get it either. I don't. Especially with Chalice on 1. Even if you dismember, I mean, like, there's something to be said about playing around dismember and just attacking with everybody in the Teferi, but that line is kind of odd. But heck, I mean, it's an extra 5 life. I mean, you're right. Figuratively, he could be just dead. So it couldn't matter, but it also could matter a lot if Tim wraths right now. Or if he, like, Jace bounces. Because he can survive one more turn if he Jace bounces. And Tim does have Jace, I think. He could Jace bounce Endbringer.
I don't know what Tim's considering here. Like, you have to wrath. You literally have to. So, like, what are we thinking about, you know?
I think he's got some maybe line in his head where he can survive one more. He's trying to survive one more turn. Or he's got cryptic, right?
He's going to Cryptic? Okay. He wants to he wants to counter the Void Winnower and tap down for a turn. Okay. I could follow this.
Well, why not? At this point, if you know that's the play, why not just attack? Attack first. Attack first. Attack first, right?
Hey, you should have.
Attack first. No. Go back. Go back in time. Don't do this. Not like this.
There it is. Here's the cryptic command.
Here we go. Yeah, I think you just win the game.
Wow, how is he getting away with this? Okay, so after this, you this feels so bad.
Well, why doesn't the Endbringer deal damage to him in response?
I think Trayton's missed a lot of things in this match.
I thought we were crappy at Legacy.
Yeah, I thought I was too. So
he's playing.
He's
kind
missed.
Of a
So
different Eldrazi Bruce.
the thing is he missed 5 damage with Conduit everyone. Okay, putting Tim to 2, and he just missed the damage there with Endbringer. And Endbringer untaps during Tim's turn and would kill him right now. The game would be actually over.
Yeah, and you're not arguing over here.
Yeah.
Tim still needs a lot of work to be done. I mean,
yeah, I mean, okay, here comes our wrath. Or something. No,
right.
Go fix his man. Frick Tim. Excuse me. His man is not right?
No. You know what would have been good for that Wrath of God? That Warping Well?
Oh, yeah, seriously. The Warping Well that actually put in like 2 damage and did nothing.
So, I mean, talking about hope springing eternal.
Somehow Tim has found himself in a place that's like an alright place to be.
Yeah, no, this is strange. I mean, really, it's
if I'm Trayton now, I think I would have made. Alright.
Well, he's gonna get a play guy, and he's gonna be able to get Thought Not See You next turn. So he's gonna play.
Yeah, that's true.
Is there even any way to get rid of that Rune Halo?
With a colorless stack?
I'm assuming you did board and Ratchet Bomb.
That's the only thing I could think of. I don't think I would board it in against Tim's deck.
Yeah, this is I think if it wasn't for the card, this game would be really over.
Oh, all right, we got the chalice. We got the chalice. All right.
All right, Tim checked. Tim still got 4 cards about.
Yeah.
And we're at the part where
This is a two hit and we're done.
there's some colorful draws-y guy.
The other thing is I'm pretty sure Trayton just drew his second spatial contortion, which is interesting because I don't know why you'd have spatial contortion.
Maybe you want to pump your own guys?
I don't think that's ever something you want to do against control. I don't know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know.
Kills Colonnade?
No, it gives +3/-3. Pumps Colonnade. Yeah.
Pumps Colonnade?
I mean, it kills.
I think
Snapcaster.
one line we're kind of seeing over and
Kills.
over again is Trait needs to be attacking before he casts the stuff.
Absolutely.
Because he's losing a lot of vital damage, and the guys are getting countered because he's not.
Yeah. I'd even bounce the Metal Reshaper there, or draw a card. You know.
I think what did Tim choose to do?
He's had to have drawn a card, right? Or bounce. You gotta what? Why didn't he cast Cryptic and wait on the Path to Exile and bounce the Chalice and get that path in? You know.
I don't think it's that necessary.
It's not, but
at this point,
that could have
Tim's
been
not
okay.
in a bad spot.
No, he's not.
Tim needs to just find a way to remove this Mana Reshaper and get a Planeswalker on the board. Like, we were probably going to see Jace here or Teferi. Teferi minusing on Karn is pretty good, but the Mana Reshaper has to be dealt with before he does that. So I think he's just going to... Looks like he just draws. This has kind of gotten strange to the point where I'm not really sure where this game goes. I mean, do we see an Ulamog at some point?
I mean, you'd hope so, right?
I mean, if you see an Ulamog, Rune Halo and Teferi's gone, and then Reality Smashers are going to get unleashed. So at this point, we're at a really strange stalemate. All is dust. No, all is dust. You got to give him Mimic. I don't think this is a really choice. I don't think unless you, I mean, I think even if you have the counter for all is dust, you want him to wait to play.
I think you're attacking for lethal here, obviously.
How can you attack with lethal?
Matter Reshaper.
Oh, is he
attacking
Tim
for
at 3?
Yeah, Tim's at 3. Tim seems pretty confident that that's not going to kill him.
Snapcaster trick.
Maybe.
Settle the wreckage.
Okay. So that'll be exiled, and Trayton can go get a basic waste if he has another.
I think he does.
That does not have a counter on it. Yeah, that does not have a counter on it. That's.
He gets a silver counter on the way out.
He gets a silver counter on the way out.
He does not have.
That'd be special.
Is Mana Reshaper still trigger?
No, it's when it dies.
Isn't it dying leaving the battlefield?
Mm-mm. Go to the graveyard.
Okay.
Yeah. Now, Thought Not Seer, however, says when it leaves the battlefield.
Okay.
Draw a card, untap some lands or whatever. At the end step, I guess.
Is Tim gonna go to time?
Yeah. Tim
gonna win this game and go to time. Chandra, interesting.
Wow. All right. I think that Tim's got this game now. And a search for Escanta. That's gonna flip next turn. We're gonna find it, and
this game may be over.
I think it is.
All is dust is actually no. Tim's got to counter the all is dust.
I guess that's true. Does he have a counterspell? Do we know?
Well, he can Thought Not Seer, then all is dust. It's really important he does it this way. He needs to Thought Not Seer before he all is dust. If he does it any other way, it's going to be wasted.
Nope.
No.
It's going to get logic knotted.
Oh. No. If he just Thought Not Seers, he wins the game.
Yep. Yeah, he absolutely would. Then it would kill the Rune Halo. it would turn on all the reality smashers.
Yeah, Tim's basically telling him he's got Logic Knot by the actions he's doing.
Yeah, he asked how much mana Drayton has open.
Thought Knots here just...
I don't know if he has enough mana. Or enough cards in the graveyard to actually make this happen.
If Logic Knot was Negate, or if it was Disallow, or if it was anything, Ceremonious Rejection even, right? Yeah. Like, you need to cast a Thought Knot Seer before. You got to make him have 2. You got to keep him honest.
No, there should be enough cards in the graveyard.
It's a little... Yeah, I don't get it. He's either countering it or he's dead.
Yeah.
So I don't know why this is...
I think Drayton's just, like, he's casting the right cards, but he's casting them all in the wrong order. Like, it's pretty clear he knows what's important. He just doesn't know how to prioritize. I don't really know what's going on here.
Yeah. There's this strange dance of, like, you're going to just counter it. Like, you're dead if you don't counter it, so you need to counter this.
Yeah, I don't know what Tim's thinking.
We just lost, like, a minute and a half.
Yeah, I have no idea. I don't know.
Does he have enough mana? Yeah,
just a little tilting. There's a lot tilting.
Yeah, I mean, and listen, we don't know like the level of depth the player Drayton is, and he may be newer to this, and maybe he's not familiar with this deck. So,
but
I picked up. Hey, listen, I picked up like show and tell and done some dumb stuff. Yeah. So,
I mean, if you're on a new deck, you're gonna make mistakes, and maybe that's just it. Maybe he's just not used to playing this.
So it looks like he's going to pay for it. So it looks like he's got enough mana to pay for it. Oh, he's got a few towers.
Okay, that's why. Yeah, so it's all gone.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think I'm pretty sure I wouldn't cast Logic Knot.
Right, I wouldn't cast it if you know your opponent can play it.
I guess Tim's logic was...
Yeah, and then here's
the Thought Knot Seer.
Here's the Thought Knot Seer. And this
Mana Leak.
Yeah, take the Mana Leak. Actually, I'd probably take the Path.
Chalice of the Void.
I know, but still, if Tim found a way to like bounce it or whatever and get a Path
well, you're
in,
true,
like,
because there's no way he's gonna Mana Leak anything.
Yeah, Mana Leak's like worse than Path in my eyes.
Well, Tim's gonna go ahead and try to Path it again.
Oh wow! All right, so Drayton does end up getting this round.
He had 4 Reality Smashers.
Oh my goodness, he had all 4 in his hand.
Yeah.
All right, so that's gonna do it for this round. It looks like we're about done. We've got like five or so minutes left. But man, that was a rough match to watch. It was really.
I don't know about this modern stuff. I don't know why people just can't play Legacy.
Still got D's. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like at that point, like once you actually get the All Is Dust off, or sorry, if you can get the All Is Dust to resolve, the game's over.
Yeah.
So that's just crazy. Why you wouldn't cast Thought Knot Seer first? If he counters the Thought Knot Seer, you just go okay and cast All Is Dust. Then Root Halo's off the board, and you have like a million 5-mana 5/5 hasters.
I just go back to that one turn where you either attack and you basically kill him, or you cast Widower or Winnower, Void Winnower.
Yeah.
You attack, make him use the Cryptic Command, and you play Void Winnower, and you just win the game.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah,
there were a lot of opportunities for Drayton to win a lot earlier. Luckily for him, he did end up winning the match in 2 games. I mean, pretty unique deck.
It's interesting because it just kind of shows you even though his deck is pretty unique, it shows you the power of just having access to tons of mana early and often.
Yep.
And that was kind of the difference.
I mean,
this sounds weird, but he was casting kind of some strange cards, but it almost didn't matter what they said. They were just. Right. We saw Decimator of Provinces. We saw Void Winnower.
Yeah, and maybe it's kind of like a budget build for him. Maybe he doesn't have the Ulamogs. Maybe he just doesn't have those big Eldrazi, so he gets by with a couple different things.
Void Winnower. Decimator of Provinces. Hey, got him the win. We only got 3 minutes left, so that's good. So that means we should get another one up pretty quickly.
Yeah. So we're definitely going to do a 3rd round here. Most of our tournaments are going to be 4. We're kind of doing a trial run tonight, so I think we're just going to do 3. I don't know. We can play it by ear.
Yeah, probably.
See what's happening. So
don't forget about our other stream tomorrow night.
Tomorrow's going to be Legacy.
That's back to Legacy. So if you guys watch this for Legacy, or if you don't watch this for Legacy,
then you should.
We should watch this for Legacy.
You definitely should watch this for Legacy. Tuesdays and Fridays, always Legacy. It's the good stuff. And then I believe this Saturday we're gonna have a pretty big qualifying tournament for our Heroes League. I think that's what it's got to be for. But it's gonna be Modern. So today, tomorrow, and the next day, we've got tournaments firing off all over the place. All right. So if you did play Modern.
I'd play either Humans, Mardu, Pyromancer, Hollow One, or Grixis Death Shadow.
Making mistakes, ourselves in commentary. Yeah, we're pretty new to this. Sorry about that, Alford. Yeah, we probably do need to be a little lighter. I mean, it's like learning. It's like learning stuff too. We're not like mad at the person, or we're not telling them they're dumb. They're just new to the deck, or like. We don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of,
and we're brand new to
it's kind of one of those things where like it's like, what is commentary? And commentary is like, it's play by play, it's color, and it's things like that. Like, I don't think you can like make an observation like that and realize that the point of commentary is to commentate and stuff like that. And if somebody makes a mistake, that's is developed on what the line is. We're not pros. I'm not a Magic pro, but I'll tell you this: I know enough about good life experiences and business experiences that I know when it comes to like rhetoric and prose and things like that. And when you're observing something, and you're whether it's through observation through coaching or whether it's observation through analyzing something, you need to be thorough about something.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where if we do a report, let's say we do a report on a profit and loss, and we leave out details that kind of showed why we were taking some losses, it's not going to be a good report, and it's going to be, it's not going to be sufficient, and it's going to lead to future losses. And one of the reasons why we do this stream is so our players can rewatch it, and they sometimes come to us and ask questions. And sometimes I as a legacy player, I'll rewatch my stream and see plays I did. Mm-hmm. And sometimes I'll listen to your commentary, and whether I disagree with it or not, it's something where it's film. And it's one of those things where if somebody like Trayton went and looked at the film and kind of saw his mistakes and came to us and was just like, hey, what could I have done better? I mean, that's one thing we do at the store a lot is really having a good community to do that. I mean, that's the color of it. It's the one thing is just kind of like the character of how we explain things is, I mean, there is some shock to it. I mean, it's one of those things where it is a little shocking when someone do that.
If you commentate and somebody messes up, call it like it is. I mean, that's all we can really do. Unfortunately, we can sit here and be easy on them, but I don't know.
That's fine. I'll read through your stuff. I'll kind of realize that you kind of I got to speak before you got to say stuff. I don't have a problem with that. So it's one of those things. You're not wrong. You're certainly not wrong.
You're right. It's just hard on.
With you at
it's
all.
hard on our end too. Yeah, definitely. And not only that, but this keep in mind this is our first time doing Modern. We stream Legacy twice a week, and we're pretty comfortable with that. We know what's going on in our meta, whereas we haven't been doing Modern, and it's probably going to take Terry and I a little bit of time to actually catch up with Modern. We've played it before. It's been a little while, but we'll get there.
I've played more extended than Modern.
Yeah, that's been a while. Yeah. It's been a real while, man.
It's one of those things where one thing that I try to do is I try to take it from my point of view, what I would be doing. So sometimes, sometimes lines are different, but sometimes it is shocking.
Yeah. What days are we streaming Legacy now?
Tuesday and Friday.
Yeah, Tuesday, Friday. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Tuesday, Friday, and you don't have feelings. Turnabout is fair play. Yeah, I don't know. You're absolutely right. We should probably be a little more easy on him, but at the same time, like I think we said what we need to say for the person to look look back and say, oh yeah, I could have done that.
I would rather be more critical, because that way people can go. This is going to sound weird, but it's really important for me because especially a lot of the Modern players are guys who always talk to me about getting into Legacy and stuff like that, mm-hmm. and they want to get better and stuff like that. To me, it's just really important for them to. You need to be able to take criticism and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And that's the thing is, if someone comes up to me and tells me how I can be a better Legacy player, I'm going to listen too. There's been times where I've sat down with Josh, and Josh has kind of helped me through some lines, and I've gotten his opinion. And there's times where Josh has told me, I just think you're wrong. And you know what? There's been times where I changed my opinion because, hey, I think Josh is right.
Yeah.
And there's times where I've told Josh my point of view, and he's kind of mid-changed his kind of point of view too.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where it's like a two-way street. And I think one thing you guys got to realize is like when the doors like open and stuff like that, like, you know, we have a community here that we're all trying to, you know, pretty much just get better Magic.
Yeah.
I know, but I'm gonna be, if someone does something pretty crazy and something ridiculous, I'm gonna get a little crazy. And
You're
ridiculous.
gonna berate them.
Yeah. And that's the thing is, it's just like that's my personality. You know what I mean? It's and there's different people out there who are, you know, monotone and aren't emotional about stuff, and that's cool. Like I appreciate them too, but.
Okay. Did we just get started? I think we did.
Yeah. Okay. 1 second. Let's kind of calibrate. I'll definitely keep reading what you're saying, but I just want to recalibrate right now and see who's playing who. So okay. So we've got Trayton versus Greg and Connor versus Brandon. And let's see here.
And another thing, all for it is we're volunteering. Like, it's not our job. We're volunteers.
Okay. So we've got so Trayton's on the right, actually, and and Greg. So Greg's a Mardu Pyromancer, and this Trayton we just saw. So Trayton's got, like I said, he's got a very kind of unconventional Eldrazi build.
Let's just call it Eldrazi this time.
Yeah, and Greg's got the more standard kind of Mardu Pyromancer.
I'm not emotional.
And just kind of seeing what we saw from Trayton's deck last time. It had those unconventional creatures that were a little bit bigger that are going to be out of Fatal Push and out of Lightning Bolt range. So, it's okay. I don't...
No, but thanks for sticking with us. Like, we're learning too, you know, and I'm sure with a little bit of time we'll you know, get better at this as well. All right, casting Lingering Souls. So I feel like this removal based Lingering Soul strategy is going to be pretty good against all these Eldrazi.
Well, I know, but I feel
maybe
like
not
it's going to mix match pretty wrong though.
Okay.
Oh, Blood Moon. How do we forget about Blood Moon? You know what? I know Trayton's got a good amount of waste. I think we saw 4 last game.
Yeah.
But Blood Moon's got to be I think Blood Moon's going to be a little bit.
It's going to be a rough one.
Yeah, because
what are you going to do? Yeah.
Part of the reason why we kind of talked about is access to quick mana and heavy mana early.
All right, so we see. Whoa. Okay, so he has a basic waste right now. He's got a Reality Smasher, Void Winnower, Endbringer, Karn, and a Spatial Contortion. It looks like he just takes the Spatial Contortion.
So what Trayton's hand kind of looks like this to me. His hand says, if this game goes long, inevitably I'm going to win.
Yes.
Even if you have Blood Moon. I'll eventually draw my lands. I have my waste.
Yeah, he has his waste.
Well, Greg has got to figure out, okay, I've got a small clock with my tokens that kind of have evasion. They do have evasion. I don't know why I'm saying kind of. I don't think there's any way for Trayton to interact, but this Thought-Knot Seer hitting, I mean, it's interesting. Do you hit I guess he hits the Blood Moon, but part of me almost wants to hit the Reveler.
I would have been tempted to hit the Reveler there as well, especially since the waste is already there. Next turn, you know you can turn off the Inquisition with the...
But the thing is, one key thing in one mind, the more mana he has, the more he can rush his stuff out.
Yeah.
That Reveler drawing 3 cards just may not be enough. And it's the truth because, again, his best play is probably... This Pyromancer is going to be good because he's just going to chump block a lot, right? Inquisition is going to find him nothing.
No, it gets
Chalice,
a Chalice.
which is good.
Yeah, that definitely.
So that's the card he drew. So he gets a token, so he's going to be able to chump block a little bit. The name of his game is just going to be Evasion and try to clock him down. Endbringer is going to look real good here. I'm pretty sure he's got an Endbringer in hand, right? Yeah, he's got an Endbringer.
Yeah,
he's got Trayton's biggest thing is he just kind of has to keep the door. He just can't keep it open for Greg. He just has to manage his resources and manage his guys and just watch his life points. I think he doesn't have another land. So I think with Endbringer and Reality Smasher, he had to play Karn. I don't think he had
another option.
That's not.
Yeah,
that's not terrible because it takes 2 cards off the top. That's not a land.
Yeah,
if
it's pushing it.
He does need to fit the 5th land.
No matter what, I was going to push him towards mana. You got to give him the Mimic, right?
I'm tempted to give him the Endless One because Endless One he's tapping out for, and if I'm Greg, we're just going to try to kill him in 7 turns.
Mm-hmm.
He can flash back the Lingering Souls too, right? Or is it used up?
No, it's there. I don't know why he moved his graveyard, but it's there.
But that's some relevant stuff.
Yeah, I think so. And not only that, but like I'm pretty sure he can cast this Reveler here. I'd probably try to get this on the board and then follow up with Lingering Soul. So it looks like he's gonna try to do both here. Yep. Oh no, he can't. Okay. Yeah, he's 1 mana off. Okay.
Okay.
So here's a Reveler. We're gonna draw 3.
Finds another Reveler.
Yeah, that's insane.
Does it find 2 Revelers actually?
That's not what you want. I can't quite see the other 2 cards, but yeah, I would probably get in with the Young Pyro too. Oh no, did he cast the Endless?
No, he can.
Oh no, it has a silver counter on it. Huh, I wonder why he didn't attack. You're not blocking with it, right?
I think he said. Yeah, I'm not too sure. So there's the Eldrazi Temple. So now Endbringer's run online.
Yep, that's all.
Endbringer's gonna be pretty good because you're gonna be able to wall off the.
Oh, he's just okay.
Reality Smasher.
He's going for the Smasher. I don't think either line is particularly awful. Like this puts a lot of damage on the board, and like Greg doesn't have a whole lot to work with the trample creature. Like he's got this Bedlam Reveler that he almost needs to leave back this next turn. He does. He needs to leave it back.
Yeah, he's at 5, right?
Yeah, I guess he can cast another Bedlam Reveler though. Actually, this could be really dangerous for
because we've got 4 damage, and I don't know if he has some sort of lightning bolt combination. So you're right. There is another Reveler. I'm not. I think. Oh, of course. So I think you played the card.
Let's do 40.
Some land. Okay, I was like, you put a card in the glare zone. I couldn't tell what it was.
In the glare zone, the bottom right of the left.
Trayton's line he may be thinking, I just want to do as much damage as I can, and he's got the other Reality Smasher. And Greg's kind of at the point where he's. Part of me is Greg's thinking, if he's being this hyper aggressive, is either this is his only line of play, or he's got maybe
a second one.
Yeah. So it's gonna be interesting to see how he articulates his attack. I'm not sure why the Young Pyromancer didn't attack last turn. I feel like it would have been a good opportunity to.
If he had, he'd be at 8.
So he'd be at a figurative 10 right now. Lingering Souls brings him to 8.
Yeah, if Trayton attacked with everything, then it'd give.
He wouldn't be necessarily dead because the prowess trigger off the Lingering Souls gives him +1. If he would have had like a lightning bolt, is that a Coolgan's Command? Coolgan's Command may have been enough to do it though. Interesting. Okay. I think Greg is just playing a little bit more cautiously because just the power of Trayton's cards.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a defensive mindset right now, but it's good that he's at least turning sideways with something.
Well, he can Alpha Strike him pretty soon. He's got with the 4 spirits. I mean, there's a figurative Alpha Strike that's going to happen next turn because he's got the Coolgan's Command.
Yeah, if he finds a bolt, he can win.
So Mimic's an interesting play here, almost as if he's just playing it as a body.
Okay.
So I think Coolgan's Command's gonna. It's gonna be interesting the modes he picks here, because
this is probably the biggest reason that I think the second Bedlam Reveler had to come down.
Well, it's still in his hand. I mean, this is the end step of Trayton's, or this is still the main phase of Trayton's turn.
Yeah, but this is going to be 10 damage trample coming through, and Greg's at 5.
So you're going to see
he has to block with a lot of things.
So 5 of the tokens can chump. So everything's blocking. Everything. He's going to clear his board. So basically, one of the Reality Smashers will die, and right, yeah, because the token, and then Pyromancer has to block, right? Pyromancer has to block. Oh no, because it absorbs the whole damage.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. It's Reality Smasher. I'm confused. There must have been another token that we were missing. I think there were two Pyromancer tokens.
Yeah, there were two. Yeah.
That makes sense. So at this point, so Lightning Bolt.
Oh, he minus down on the Karn.
So that Lightning Bolt. Okay, so at this point, so he's going to pass.
You're pretty much dead this turn. Don't you want to Lightning Bolt and then cast your Bedlam Reveler and see if you can find the second Lightning Bolt to finish the game?
I think so. I think where the pivotal point in this turn was that turn where he didn't attack with the Pyromancer, where he played kind of defensively. I think at that point he needed to commit to the Lingering Souls line of I'm going to kill you through the air. If you think about it, the only way those Lingering Souls died was because of chump blocking. The Bedlam Reveler can actually do a good job of chump blocking too, using the Coolgan's command and giving it prowess. We can block some people, and the Lingering Souls can get through over and over again. I think if Greg committed to the Lingering Souls beatdown line a little harder, it's a little bit riskier, but I think that would have got him there. But he's got it. I mean, he's
he's teaming up burn spells on. Okay. Wait, does that work?
Yeah, well...
No, he's targeting the Reality Smasher twice. I don't think that's how it works. Yeah, you just get a counter. You try to counter both, right? And but he could only discard for the first one?
Yeah.
Should it not be dead?
Yeah, you want me to ask him?
Okay. Yeah, go clear it up real quick.
Okay. Hey, real quick, you guys. On that last thing that just happened.
We'll see if he can correct this. Because really this is a point where like no matter what, Drayton's gonna win.
Yeah.
That just wasn't a good enough wasn't a good enough turn for him.
I'm actually gonna.
Okay, so things have backed up, and Thought Not Seer is just going to take the Lightning Bolt, and he's just left with the Bedlam Reveler and the Kolaghan's command in hand. I don't think any of his mana should be tapped.
Yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, he's got that.
They both wanted to rewind it. I don't know if you noticed it, yeah.
Yeah.
It's a slight advantage.
Slight.
I don't know. Greg could pull it out. What's that weird miracle red card that like Bonfire of the Damned or something? I don't know.
I actually think he missed his opportunity though. I think that his last opportunity to win was to bolt play the.
I think it was just like I said.
Well, and the missed attack. Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny because, like, if in Legacy, right? When I play Delver Game 1, the way the game I'm going to play is I'm going to try to stick at Delver fast and beat him through the air.
Right.
And with their Ancient Tombs and stuff like that, there's a way that I can just get through and win. And there's been times where I just land the True Name and the game ends because they can't block the True Name and the Flyer.
50.5 for Trayton.
You need like a graph.
All right. Well, what's it gonna be?
What has he got? I can't tell. Looks like
Yeah,
one's
I
at
can
least a
tell
land.
Yeah. So I see a plains, a basic plains.
I mean, we're talking real slight.
Even more slight. Chat's like, it's real close, and I'm going, oh man, this is like 99%. Like,
it's kind of funny because this is one of the few matchups where we see cards that I see a lot in Legacy, because you get you have the Eldrazi Stompy guys, and you've got Pyromancer.
Yep. Yeah, I'm actually pretty familiar with what's going on after we saw Trayton's deck one time, and then I know the Mardu Pyromancer pretty well.
And he's just got so much.
Yeah, it's never ending. Huge life counters for viewers.
Well, we should
we have them. They're just pushed off the top of the screen right now. Yeah, life totals are 1 to 6. You can see them. They're just kind of
terrible
off the top. Yeah, they're bad. Yeah, we need to get.
I've been arguing for the iPads forever. And I still argue.
We need tablets bad.
They're nice, but it's hard. It's hard to do it while you're playing.
Yeah.
Like I don't know.
It's been months since we've said, like probably like 2 months since we said we'd get tablets, and like we just haven't done it. We need to.
Yeah, can you see him? It's the old kind of baseball bowling scorecard right there.
Yeah.
I'll try to push him up. I'll try to push him up in between the matches. They're pretty dialed in right now, so I don't really want to go disturb them. How's it look on the other table, actually? Yeah, they're both. See, it's almost. Oh, that one you can see, but what's going on over there?
Think Trayton's got this enough to shift away?
Yeah.
It's okay, guys. You're new. No, we're newer to Modern.
Yeah, we're newer to Modern.
I've been streaming over a year, just streaming exclusively Legacy.
I just play Legacy. Well, Legacy stream is probably meaner than the Modern stream, so you may not want to see the Legacy stream.
Our Legacy stream's meaner?
Well, yeah, because I know all the Legacy players.
Yeah, so we know them really well. Good to see another channel with Paper Magic. Hey, well, you know what? We've wanted to move into Modern for quite some time now.
We do that. Those light totals. What we need to do is we need to just tape those to the table so the mats never move.
Seriously.
And then we need to put like a strip so like you know how to align it.
I think more than anything, I just need to talk to the players as they're sitting down and just make sure everything's set up.
I
wish we had a third person to do it.
I love Legacy. Legacy is my favorite format. I don't know. I would always.
Legacy is by far my favorite format.
I don't know. I think I'll always. Once you've cast Brainstorm a few times, it's hard to go back. Hey, give me. You want to modernize? I like Modern.
Devils, thanks for the follow.
Modern's a format where I wish I could play, and I feel like. The reason why I'm not very good at Modern, I don't know, I've never played Modern. The reason why I don't think I'd be very good at Modern is I think it's too like the Wild West, and I feel like I do better in like kind of like a hodgepodge, like in like kind of like a fair metagame. I know Legacy is kind of the opposite of that, but when you play Delver you just have a bunch of counter spells to stop the weird stuff.
So I believe this is Connor.
Give me 1 second. I'm gonna step out for a second.
Connor versus Brandon.
You're by yourself. You're playing solo. This is like Top Gunning. He just died.
I don't think all the names are correct here either. Modern, Standard, EDH, and Brawl, huh? I played a lot of Modern. I actually picked up my first pro point playing Modern. So like I have kind of a soft spot for it, but like really once I started playing Legacy, it's been really hard to go back. The nice thing is like because Terry and I are Legacy players, like we're not really playing a lot of Modern, and this is actually pretty easy to follow for us. I mean, this is the first time, and I actually feel like I know most of what's going on, and I know most of the cards as well. So, like, this was kind of a trial stream for us. I think it's gone pretty well. So, I'm excited to stream more Modern in the future. I'm always a little more excited for our Tuesdays and Fridays, though. And our legacy community here is like really competitive. Our modern community is much larger, but legacy's hard, interactive. Modern is great because now there is so much room for innovation, and top decks seem to come and go. Yeah, I think my biggest issue with modern right now is how linear all of the decks are. I actually find it like a little boring at times. I feel like it's quite draw dependent as well. Whereas Legacy, you actually have a control over most aspects of your game. You got your modern deck when you sold your first kidney. Your first one, huh? What happened to your second one? All right, looks like Greg's got this one. And this is a different Connor, and he's on a blue-white control. This metal one's making a funny sound. Alright, looks like things are getting started over here. Let's see. Alright, we've got a turn 2 Pyromancer, and we'll see if Trayton has the removal spell or if he's just going to cast a creature. He may not even have... No, he should have at least a creature. You're playing Legacy tomorrow. You've got Alurin. Man, Alurin's a weird deck. We used to have, like... I want to say we had, like, 2 players who played Alurin in our store pretty regularly, but both of them have moved away from it. It's really interesting. I definitely like it. I don't know if I'd ever choose to play it. And I tend to play a wide variety of decks no matter what format I'm playing. I just kind of play what's good. Alright, we've got a lightning bolt for the Matter Reshaper. Get 2 elementals. You play the bug version. Oh, you're not playing recruiters? You're not playing recruiters? I've heard they're really good. I've heard they're worth playing. Splashing the white for. But no, Shardless Agent's a fun card to cast, and like once you have like Alurin in play, the deck just kind of goes nuts. It's really cool. All right. How's Trayton gonna deal with these with all these little guys? We know he has all his dust in his deck, and he may be able to find that at some point. But it looks like there's okay. The hand is Dreadbore, Bedlam Reveler, and Young Pyromancer, and he's gonna take the Pyro number 3. I think that's a pretty safe that's kind of a pretty safe pick. Oh, I don't know. Maybe you just want to take the Dreadbore, because it's very clear that this is going to get Dreadbored, like 100%. He gets two more elemental tokens out of this. He gets to draw a card off of the Thought-Knot Seer leaving play. I think I would have let him have the Pyro. Just take the Dreadbore, and that way at least you have something. But either way, you're taking a beating, right? Alright, no, it's kind of hard to see the life total, but it looks like he's going down to like 11 here. You're going to be playing D&T tomorrow for Legacy. You've been wanting to move into blue. You picked up 2 Underground Seas for $3.75 a piece. That's fantastic. The week before they spiked. That's actually funny. I picked up my 3rd Underground for about $3.80 the week before they spiked. So I'm with you. That feels great. D&T is a lot of fun though. I think it's one of those decks that's just like, I don't know, it's super interactive. It can play against most things. It's always a deck that you can get better at. So I appreciate that deck. Alright, what's Trayton got here? He's got a Mattery Shaper, and then it looks like he's going to play a Mimic as well. The Mimic looks pretty darn awful on this board. But, I mean, if you could get it to trade with the Pyromancer, then it might be worth it. Kinda not thinking that's going to happen, though. Only 2 instants and sorceries in Greg's graveyard for his Bedlam Reveler. You know what, Vervandy? I'm just gonna let you know right now. Nick Fit's a lot of fun, but it's not very good. Just warning you. I mean, I guess you don't really play Legacy to be like incredibly competitive. But from what I've noticed, I feel like people who play Legacy know the game Magic quite well, so it's still good to have a deck that can win. Alright, so we've got an Inquisition. It looks like there's only one take, so he's going to take this Endless one and leave Trayton with 2 Tron pieces and a Void Winnower. And then we're going to Thoughtseize Void Winnower. Getting all the Elemental tokens. And we actually have our own tokens here at the store. I should probably get them to use them. There's like, we have our own dice and our own tokens all over the table. They haven't, our modern players aren't used to being in the coverage area, so maybe next time around we'll be a little more organized. Sorry about that, guys. Gotta study, well, probably study up on this format a little better as well. You're consistently citing out Veteran Explorers? You are crazy. You are absolutely nuts. That's like the best card in the deck. Then nothing's good with your therapies. Come on now. Yeah, you gotta keep those in. But don't get me wrong, Titania's gotta be like one of my favorite cards in Magic. So I'll level with you there. That's pretty sweet. I think some Maverick decks will run like a one of Titania as well. It's not common, but it's a thing. So yeah, this is a lethal attack. Greg's gonna get there with a bunch of young Pyro tokens. You know, it's the whole name of the deck type dealio. We'll go 1/1 there, and let's check in on this this blue-white control versus Tron matchup. Oh, this is set to be Brandon. It's possible we just have like a ton of Tron in the room right now. Yeah, Sir Sethers, I mean I messed with the Nyx Fit version quite a bit. Like if you've followed our streams at all, like I've been one of the people who's been working on the Academy Rector version for a while. It's just not good. Like, it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. It's so much fun. It's just not good though. I got to play one tournament with it when I was at the Vegas GP, and I only won one of my 3 matches with it. You're not on the Nyx version? Well, I think I have a pretty good Nyx Fit version if you're interested in it, but yeah. I just stick to what you know or what you love, you know. Welcome back.
Anything interesting happened?
We're 1-1. Young Pyro tokens. He got like 9 of them.
He came back?
Well, they're 1-1 right now. They're shuffling up.
Oh, so he won game 2.
Yeah, he won game 2. I think we're still in game 2 here. This is pretty strong though. Stony Silence shutting all these down.
I leave for a minute and you guys start talking about Nick Fit.
Well, Vervandy was telling me that Nick Fit might be the next stop in Legacy, and I was just telling
like
him.
Next stop for who? Like if you're in
for
prison?
them. Well, that's what I said. It wasn't a good choice. Like, it's fun.
It's a fun deck. I don't understand the deck. Someone who's played Legacy a lot is like, I don't get the deck.
Hearing what he has to say about Nick Fit's pretty funny. He thinks it's just like the worst possible deck to play, which
I just don't understand what you're trying to do.
There's no way that's true.
What are you trying to do? I don't get what you're trying to do. You like do all this stuff and get a bunch of mana and just don't do anything.
See, the whole point is your opponent's gonna play 1s and 2 drops, and then you're gonna play like something like Titania or like Grave Titan. Yeah.
Why don't you just play blue-black Reanimator, black-red Reanimator?
Because that deck's boring and Nick Fit's fun.
You can just do that. You get to run Cabal there. You just cut Veteran Explorer and cut all your green. So this is blue-white control with Stony Silence against kind of. This looks like more like the red-green Tron deck because of the spheres and the chromatics.
Right. The last time you watched this channel, I was playing it all the time. Yeah, that's not surprising. You know, like, I had a lot of fun with it, Vervandy. I'm serious. Like, I genuinely tried to get that deck to work. I was playing it because I loved it, and, you know, because that's kind of like where I wanted to be. And I stand by it. I love the deck. It's just bad.
It's not. I hate calling decks bad because it doesn't win games, but it's just so awkward.
Yeah, Vervandy, I definitely recognize your screen name.
$3,000 away
I
from
figured you've been
check
here
pile.
before.
I feel like that's like the deck. Please tell me you at least have the dual lands and that you're just missing the all the other cards. Or I've got a bad feeling you're missing the dual lands.
What else would the $3,000 be? It's not Leovold, it's in
Foil
Culligan's
Leovolds.
commands. It's awesome to see us streaming modern events. Well, Chocolate Taco, we're actually pretty excited to do so. Like,
I'm confused.
Obviously, we'll it'll take us some time to really get into it, but I think we'll get there.
I don't know if I'll ever get there. This just doesn't make sense.
What's going on?
Oh, good. That's good.
You have all the fetches and 2 Cs. Yeah, that's a good start.
Just keep working towards it. That's the thing is you're never gonna lose your money on this stuff when it comes to like duels. So yeah, it's hard and it sucks, but you know. Legacy really rewards patience. That's for sure.
That's true. I probably watched Legacy for like 3 years before I actually had the money to get into it.
You know, you can just run Bitter Blossom without the other fairies, and you can have Cabal. Like I run Bitter Blossom in Delver, and I have 2 Cabal therapies in sideboard.
Yep. In fact, he loves Bitter Blossom so much he went and got himself a French foil
Bitter Blossom,
a French foil Morningtide Bitter Blossom. It's a good card.
Yeah, Bitter Blossom's I think it is a good card. It's definitely powered right because there's certain cards that just blow it out. Like Leon Elasto can just hose you so bad.
Oh yeah. And that card's kind of everywhere right now.
Yeah.
Kind of surprising that we haven't seen any of that in Modern, but I guess we've only really seen like a couple Tron decks, a couple Control decks, some weird Amulet deck, and Mardu Pyromancer. Yeah, we haven't seen humans. We haven't
Why
seen.
Why isn't Blue Black Fairies good?
I don't know. Chat, does anybody in chat know why Blue Black Fairies isn't good?
Can someone explain why Blue Black Fairies was a good extended deck but not a good modern deck? I guess power creep?
I mean, it's got to be.
Tron lands?
No, I think Tron lands were there when extended was around. And that deck, I don't remember that deck being anything. It was all Thopter Depths and like, you know, like the red white aggro deck and like what else? Hypergenesis and.
Are we sure Tron was legal?
Yeah, it was ninth ed. That was legal and extended when extended was in its last days. Yeah.
Why wouldn't people play Tron? Oh, Karn didn't exist.
Yeah, there was nothing to hit.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You just played like a... What would you play? Yeah, none of the stupid... Yeah, none of the dumb Eldrazi were around.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. What would you have cast? Yeah, okay. That makes sense. Okay, we're on board.
Sadly, nobody plays humans in this store. That's insane. Chocolate Taco, is that... Like, wait, is our store your store? I assume it is. Sorry, I don't know people by their screen names to their faces. It's hard to associate that way, but
I know Luis is playing it for a little bit. I want to play humans. I actually do.
Humans is an insane deck. Like, if we have no humans in this store, then I need to have some words with people because.
Well, Tyler had humans. I sold all my nobles.
Oh yeah, he did. Yeah, but he left though.
Good job, Tyler.
Yeah. Luis is a scrub, to be honest.
Poor guy.
And we haven't seen Trace up there with Storm.
Maybe he's losing. I don't know.
Yeah, he's got to be losing. Trace.
I just don't want to spend money on modern cards.
I have access to multiple decks.
You're humans?
I would need Aether Vials. I think that's all.
Oh, we could steal them.
Oh no! Does it play 4 Noble Hierarchs?
I have one.
I only have one.
We'll find 2 more.
All right. But I can build JUN. I can build Marduk Pyromancer. It probably wouldn't take me much to build Hollow One, but I'm like way far off of Affinity.
Can you build?
I can build Dredge. I have Dredge. I have Shadow. I have all the mid-range decks.
Boggles?
No. You're never going to see me play that deck.
Boggles. I want to play Boggles.
No, Boggles is the deck you like close your eyes and just the deck does it for you.
Dude.
Yeah, you just boggle people.
Boggle them down. Like won a GP or something, did it?
I think it's won many GPs while it's existed.
Boggles is like playing Charbelcher. You just get there.
Sometimes you just get there. Sometimes you play a Totem Armor thing and then you Daybreak Coronet and go crazy. Oh man, 3 damage. Coming in at Connor. Alright, all tied up. Something gives me a feeling that the player with Karn and Ugin is favored in this match. What do you guys think? The new Karn has performed well in Affinity. Yeah, I've actually heard that, Sir Sethers. Like, I think that's good. I think it's good that it's actually seeing a little bit of modern play. I'll tell you what, the card's been great in Legacy.
The -2 is really powerful.
Yeah.
That's one of the few decks where it kind of showcases it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I think that's a good thing. Like, don't you want your Planeswalker to like all of its abilities to be relevant? And maybe not all the time, but
how many times is Liliana's ultimate relevant? Veil.
Veil? Often. It depends on the matchup, but yeah.
Seems weird.
Yeah, I've ulted many times with Lily the Veil.
You don't feel like you win the game though.
No, it's usually when you're top decking and your opponent has nothing and you just have a Liliana on the board.
Yeah.
All right, here's an Ulamog and that's going to be it. Yeah, I think Brandon obviously did a good job resolving his spells. He had a Karn, had another Karn, had an Ugin, had an Ulamog. Like, that'll do it. All right, let's jump back over here for game 3. So we've got, it looks like 4 little souls there, and we've got a Reality Smasher and a Conduit of Ruin.
The real question is, what's on top of his deck? Because, right, has Conduit of Ruin got something?
Yeah.
What's on top? What do you think's on top?
Well, he has to reveal it. I'm gonna guess he's gonna go Void Winnower. Does he have Tron? I think he does.
Yeah. He's gonna be able to cast anything that costs 10.
Yeah, anything. If he has Ulamog in his deck, it should probably just be Ulamog. Here's a Thoughtseize, and he's empty-handed. Now he's explaining to his opponent, Conduit puts it on top of the deck. It doesn't go to my hand. Now Greg's looking at his Thoughtseize like, oh, well, this looks pretty darn bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to go to 1. Could he have lived anyway?
You don't have the Thoughtseize. Oh, that's right. Yeah, it's like you don't have the Thoughtseize yourself, but...
All right, so Trayton getting through another match. Like, his deck's just aggressive. You know, he's putting a lot of pressure on his opponents, and he's got a lot of gas.
Yeah.
It's looked pretty powerful.
That's
cool.
So that's round 3.
Yeah, I think so. Just for everybody's information, We just kind of wanted to test Modern today, so we only did 3 rounds. However, I think we are going to do this more. We'll play it by ear, obviously, but we still have Legacy on Tuesdays and Fridays.
Yeah, we're gonna try to stream the Heroes League.
Yes,
that's the plan.
Yes, Chocolate Taco. That is the plan. So hopefully that goes well. If you're in the area and you wanna come play in a qualifier event with high prize payout this Saturday, we've got
should be really good prices.
Yeah, definitely come and hang out.
But yeah, so that was a good test run, and hopefully we do this more, and then we'll be back tomorrow for Legacy.
Yes, back tomorrow for Legacy. I think it'll be Matt, and if I had to guess, I'll probably be here tomorrow night. I got a plan Tuesday, so
we'll see.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll see.
All right, thanks guys, and hail Heroes.